no. Oh, fuck. Ah, damn it. Harrison has to walk up and do something.
That's the way it works.
He's worse about that shit than I am.
Okay. Who's that? What's that? What? Hello?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
We're gonna go. What are you talking about?
welcome, everybody, to session 4 of Gods, Ghouls, and Grimm. I am Big Lundi. I am the DM of this particular game, and right now we are getting past where we were in the last session, which was, if I can summarize it real quick, I didn't write it down like I usually do, so bear with me. On the last session, the group had been escorting the mayor that they had just recently ousted, Gorion, out of his town, and were taking him to a royal ranger that they were aware of. Midway through their travels, they stopped off at an old temple where they met a very creepy old man that gave them a lot of cryptic messages. They camped out at the temple for a little bit, and Glub decided to start screwing around with some of the things on the temple, which resulted in some rather catastrophic circumstances. But they, all in all, were able to get through relatively unscathed. Having reached the town of Eckhurst, they were informed by the Royal Ranger Jeremy that there was a bit of a complicated situation going on. A lot of ex-veterans had turned to banditry as a result of their homes having been destroyed by a war a decade past, and it was terrorizing the local population by kidnapping their children and forcing the population to pay them money. The population itself did not want to communicate this with Jeremy, nor anybody else, and were opting to stay inside and try and be as quiet about it as possible. Jeremy, not wanting to confront the bandits directly as a result of the fact that he had fought alongside them in the war, suggested an alternative route, which was to clear out another space for the bandits to be able to go and set up shop and be able to live on their own without having to terrorize other people. The group held a vote, and they decided to go this route, which ended up leading them into a fort, which led them into an iron mine behind the fort that they then proceeded to systematically clear out of a bunch of creatures known as troglodytes. Having reached the end of the mine, they encountered what appeared to be a big mother troglodyte that was surrounded by eggs, and upon ambushing the mother while it was sleeping, they were able to mostly take it down. However, not before it was able to swipe at a few of them and bring them all fairly low. They then decided, after healing up, to destroy all the eggs and make sure that there would be no more trogs in this particular mine, before then agreeing that since all of their healing spells had essentially been used up, that it would be a good time to head back to the entrance and rest up a bit before they proceeded one way or the other. So we pick up with the group, deciding to camp out outside of the iron mine. Okay.
So we didn't already rest, right?
You're going to rest now.
Right. On a short rest, I don't get anything back. I just get health.
Short rests, I believe. Yes.
Right. And that's what we're doing, right?
Correct.
Unless you want to like chill for a week.
No, we're good.
I mean, we already used our hit dice, didn't we?
Yes, last I checked.
Speak for yourself. I think I still have like a couple. Yeah, so I should still have 2 hit dice.
Okay. So are you using them?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, because we got to go back in, and if we're not going to long rest, then...
Well, listen, I'm not gonna get hit during encounters anyway. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Heard that one before.
absolutely immune. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, are we ready to go back in?
Yeah, fuck it.
is everybody else at full HP?
I mean, I'm as close as I could get. I have 23. Wait, you can use more good berries, right?
No, I ate all of my good berries, and since spells don't regenerate.
Oh,
After
good berries
short
a
rests.
level or
It's like cantrip, I think.
Yeah,
No, I think,
I'm completely out of spells.
It's a
I think
spell
good berry is a
spell.
level 1
Yeah,
spell.
wait, good berry isn't a cantrip; it's a spell.
Holy
oh
shit!
shit.
It's an extremely useful spell, so.
Fuck. Okay. All right. Well, are we going back in?
Yeah, we're going back in.
Okay. All right. Scoot, boot, and boogie.
So like no time has elapsed, right? Like we killed the thing, we walked out here, then we took like a real world.
As far as time that has elapsed, you've rested for 8 hours.
Oh, we
a
have
short rest.
rested.
Yeah. That's why you were
Okay.
able to use your hit die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Game, you guys weren't even able to fucking fully regen.
Well, I didn't use any hit dice, so.
Oh, okay.
All
I bet
right.
there's not even
Right,
gonna
and
be anything over
sprinting through this fucking cave
Just
system.
double check.
Literally, like running from the cops over here.
Oh, I also need to remember
That's my
that you
job.
guys picked up a little bit of loot as well. I need to
Yeah,
remember
we did.
what those do.
Okay. Yeah.
there. What do my goblin eyes see?
We all have torches.
Specialized.
Let me see here. I'm going to go ahead and reveal some stuff here as you guys continue to traverse. I got to move that. So,
Can we just see another giant devil head?
I can't wait for it to be literally nothing.
oops.
Oh, Ajax is awake.
All right. Glub, as you guys are traversing, let me see if I can get into
Don't move closer
this
to me.
here. Boom. Boom. You see that
God damn it.
Ah,
as one of the
glad
one of the
you
remaining
kept
troglodytes
walking in there,
is
Ryden.
resting on the ceiling of the mine.
Ah,
Resting as in it's not awake.
No, it's awake. It's just sort of chilling there.
why do you guys always have to go
Shoot
so
it.
fucking far ahead?
Shoot it, Gil.
Okay. Sure, I will shoot an arrow at it if nobody else is doing anything.
You can feel free.
Yeah.
Hey.
And a
Give
nat
me
20 to begin the night. I love
One
it.
of those.
Oh, one of those.
One of those. Another one of those nights. Hell yeah.
So I'm just rolling twice for damage.
Well, if you
Can I-
click it, it'll automatically
Oh, okay.
roll the crit damage.
Dude,
for
it's
you.
dead.
Yep, easily.
Expert troglodyte hunters now.
What the fuck?
Where was that?
Is that my max roll?
Close.
10 is my
close
max.
to it.
Yeah, 10 is my max damage, it looks like.
Yeah, 10's your max damage, so that's like 3 off from max on a crit.
Jesus
What
Christ.
the fuck?
That's pretty sick.
So you see it. Glub points the troglodyte out to you. You draw your bow back and you let the arrow sail true, and it goes straight through the troglodyte's head as it flops down onto the ground.
Fuck yeah. All in a day's work, and I brush my shoulders off.
Of course.
Come on, brush your shoulders off, and you can continue to explore a little bit.
Okay, when I see this open up, I wanna. Are we keeping her perception check, or every new place we have to roll a new one?
I mean,
I'll
every
just
new
keep-
place, because
Okay.
Right?
I'll keep her perception check since to expedite the process a little bit,
oh, okay.
unless you'd like to reroll.
No, that's fine.
I'd rather not.
Okay.
Personally, as a player.
Okay. Entering into this sort of like cavernous area, you note that this appears to be where a lot of the mining was probably originally done. Makes sense since this connects to the other cavern where they both connect essentially to the vault where all the iron is.
Okay.
You head into what appears to be a supervisor area. Sort of like around the area, there's there's a desk just sort of like set up with a bunch of different like blueprints just sort of like scattered about the desk. You look at the blueprints and they appear to sort of like detail out how the mine was supposed to expand over time. Obviously these have been since abandoned, so no real need to worry about that. Glub's keeping an eye out and notices another troglodyte that is sort of like hiding in the corner.
There's a fucker over there. Kill him.
Do your
hiding.
thing, Gil. Yeah, but she saw him, so.
Yeah. I pointed it out.
Fuck. How smart are troglodytes?
Well, they're pretty dumb. They're smarter than an animal, but they're still
Are
they
they like
capable-
goblin level intelligence? A little bit less.
a little bit less than goblin level.
There you go.
All right, fuck it.
What are you trying to do to it? What the fuck?
I was gonna fucking let sleeping dogs lie, you know. But
No. We already killed like 90% of them.
Okay.
all right, I
Go
shot
ahead
an
and
arrow
roll.
at it. Fuck it.
Can't just not finish
Sorry,
the
a
rest of
ferret was licking my feet. It scared me.
Once you start committing a genocide, you can't just stop halfway.
True.
Can't
True.
That's it.
I've heard that somewhere
go.
before, but I can't
No,
quite put
you
my
leave
finger
one
on
to
it.
remember what happened. To live with it.
All right. You let out an arrow. It thunks into the side of the troglodyte, and it immediately starts running away.
No. Well, lead on, Raiden.
I'm just gonna like casually like chase after it, but like a brisk walk, not even like. running.
Here we go. We're all gonna die.
Smart.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. You end up coming across an open door. You're pretty sure the troglodyte came through here.
Oh fuck!
We're gonna die, dude.
Hey. Hey. Check this shit for traps, for God's sake.
Okay, I'll check because I'm scared. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Were you walking
Well-
in? Okay.
That's
Well,
up to
you're
you
walking
guys.
in.
I'll let the DM.
I'm leaving it up to you guys if you want
Alright,
to just
we're
go ahead and
walking
go in.
Oh, well, Raiden walked in, so.
Okay. Well, Ryden walked in.
All right.
All right, Ryden. Ryden, Gil, go ahead and roll me some initiatives here.
Yeah. How do I do this again?
Oh.
Oh! Oh!
It's easy.
Oh wait.
Oh!
What are
I
these
didn't click.
rolls?
It's one of those nights.
It's one of those nights.
It's happening.
What's that mean if you crit on an initiative?
Means you go twice.
Means you're
Okay.
probably going to go first. Unless somebody
Yeah,
else
true.
crits.
Is this a shirt?
What?
I'm looking at shirts like just on the side, and I see this, and I'm
Shirts?
not. And I'm not. Does that
Can you
qualify
just
as a
stop?
shirt?
Play the game.
I know. It was on the side. I looked at it.
Yeah,
Play the game.
it covers the upper torso, yeah.
That's a shirt. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
I'd call that a shirt.
All right.
If you get off topic again,
Um,
I'm gonna come in there and fucking fight you.
What the fuck?
We're here to play D&D.
Domestic abuse.
I absolutely know we're here to play D&D, Mister. I take a piss every 15 minutes.
Okay, well I haven't done it yet, so.
Glub, you rolling initiative as well?
Nah.
What?
Fuck it.
Okay.
You guys are fine.
You're right there.
I'll-
Glub, don't roll initiative. Be with
It's too
Glub.
late.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They want to go in there and continue on their fairy tales of fighting these guys. I told them let's rest. They didn't want to rest. They can fight. This isn't our fight.
I mean,
Gil-
we
You
did
did
rest for
already
8
rest, to be
hours.
fair.
What spell did you get back?
0.
Exactly. Now you see my point.
Gil looks over his shoulder and says, "It's fine. We don't need a small lizard's help anyway. We'll handle this."
Love,
Bitch
can't
boy.
believe they keep on mistaking you for a lizard. I don't know why.
All right, Gil. You critted on your initiative, so you're definitely going first.
Yes, sir. Okay, so how does if I'm not flanking, let me make sure. Let me read this again.
If you are basically in a 1v1 scenario with
So,
a creature, then
if I
you
walk
use
over here,
attacks. Yes.
this would be I would benefit from a sneak attack.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack this dude.
Okay.
Oh my fucking
God,
god,
dude.
A
dude!
crit with a sneak attack. Oh my god, man.
It's the third one tonight, dude.
Overkill.
I think
Holy
those are all 3 of my rolls, right?
Yeah.
Every roll I've done so far has been a nat 20.
Yeah.
He's cheating.
You've just been rolling nat 20s. Good God.
Fuck.
All right. So
Natural about those 20s.
that's 9 plus 8, 17.
Yeah.
He's already dead.
You just walk over to one of them, and it's sort of like you walk over and you draw your blade, and you just sort of like casually like sort of sway back and forth as you sort of look for an opening. It bites out at you, and you just sort of like maneuver around it before like grabbing its head and shoving your blade straight through its head, and then sort of like taking your blade out, drop to the ground before sort of like flipping your hair and just sort of like looking to the other
Jesus Christ.
And then I'm going to trot back over here.
He's gonna die tonight.
Probably, yeah. That's probably where we're going.
two. Glove.
All right, Jesus Christ. Okay, well I'm gonna fucking throw some infestation.
Alrighty. Let me go ahead and roll that con save.
God
Made
damn it! I just start fucking
Nice.
backspacing all of that shit I was about to type.
Next time, Glub.
Next time.
Roll a.
Don't be passive aggressive.
backspace.
All right. This one's going to come over towards Gil. This one's going
Uh-oh.
to come over towards Ryden.
Get him, boys! That's bro yelling in the background. Good job.
Was
Gil,
that
what's
roll
your,
for me?
AC?
I think it's 13. 13. So
Okay. Take 12 damage, Gil.
ow.
Ryden, unfortunately for them, they're not capable of getting past your armor. So,
Hell.
It's a
You're
good thing I saved those hit die.
And I'm gonna smack that one.
okay. Easily. Okay. That's the one that was already shot earlier. So, you smash him in the head, and he is down.
Yes, sir. King.
Sir. That's all I got.
Ah.
Okay. Is it my turn again?
Yes. That'd be
Well,
Gil's
la
turn.
di da. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let's see how far this is. Do 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 do. Wait, would it be a direct shot or would it be like
Well, what are
down
you doing?
over? If I'm like getting behind it, would it be like this or would it be like this?
No, it would be more. Yeah, it'd be more just down and over,
All right,
maneuvering around it.
we're gonna gamble it all because I don't have enough movement to get away from it after I do this. So
Okay. Well, you have advantage,
Alright.
so
do one of
you're
these.
properly flanking.
Uh oh,
Hmm.
one of
You have
these.
advantage, so roll twice.
There we go. One of those. And one of these.
All right.
He did.
You maneuver around the back of this one, and you stab it straight through the back, straight through what you believe is probably its heart, and you let it drop to the ground in front of Ryden. All three of them are taken care of.
Thank God,
Easily
because
done.
I am fucked up, friends.
Yeah, didn't take a lot.
I'm a fragile man. What can I say?
Yeah.
Emotionally, or
Yes.
All
I'm
right,
reconnecting
victory
on
for you
Firefox
guys.
because I was on Chrome.
Inside here, you note that you appear to be in another storeroom of some sort. This appears to be a supply room for a lot of the miners. Inside, you don't really find a whole heck of a lot unless you want to roll an investigation.
Duh.
As a hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Am I good?
Fucking roll it.
I am not.
Look at this roll I'm about to do. Look at this roll.
I am not proficient.
Average.
Very
Just like
average.
me.
Very average.
I am not proficient in investigation either, so I'm not gonna
No,
fucking
if
bother.
anyone is. No, everybody just roll!
Okay, fine!
That's better than us. And the nat 20 from Glub.
Tenors with the nat 20 here.
Nope.
Looking through the room for a little bit, you're not really able to find a whole heck of a lot. However,
Oh god.
Glub,
To 1d2.
God.
you note that there appears to be something extremely shiny in one of the corners of the rooms.
Oh fuck! There's something shiny over there.
Which
Going
one?
and investigating it, you see that it
That
appears
room.
to be a piece of iron that is, or at least iron ore that is much more pristine than anything that you saw in the vault.
Yoink.
I guess I'll let
I
her.
mean, I didn't see anything.
We can let her keep her trinkets. Is this a door down here?
Yes, it's not locked at all, so it's easy to get through, and it ends up just sort of opening up a pathway down into a mine shaft where one of the carts would normally start, and that leads you back to where you started.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll one of these. Wait, fuck it, fucked up. Oh well, I don't see
Yeah.
anything.
That's fine.
I'm just gonna hold fast in this hallway. I think.
Okay.
Just gonna hang out until one of my compatriots decides to get off their phones and.
Glub is looking at her shiny ass trinket, alright?
Fucking
you.
shamed, Tabor. No, I was specifically talking about Tabor.
Oh, okay.
So
Lead
we're
on,
rolling through.
lead on, strong man.
Tabor is an extremely busy person who has a lot of things going on in his life.
He is a one percenter.
Busy.
I'm literally not a 1%.
He's literally making.
You literally are.
I'm
Over the
literally
course-
not. Look it up.
Over the course of this D&D campaign, he's making $30,000 on his fucking
full of
investments.
shit.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You're so full of shit. Oh my god.
Guys.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna get my better get my neat bucks like the rest of the country better get it.
You're gonna
Mine.
cry. You gotta piss your pants.
Maybe shit and cum.
I don't know how much
Never
money you made
changed.
last year, but it's based off of last year.
All right, hey, look,
Oh wait,
we're back.
really?
In
I
the,
made next to nothing last year. That's awesome.
Yeah, then you get neat bucks.
Yeah.
we're back in the entryway. Okay, here we are. This looks familiar.
Alright.
Fuck. Do we? Do you? Right? Do you? Does anybody have any like cloth in their? Or wait, fuck. Have we encountered any like wagons or like carts?
What do you need?
Well, we have all the iron in
Oh,
the
yeah.
storeroom.
I have a
well,
blanket.
my bag fucking exploded, so I
don't think a-
literally have nothing to carry.
I don't
stuff
think
in.
a blanket could carry hundreds of pounds of iron ore.
Why don't we go get a wagon?
Okay, well,
I'm sure this abandoned fucking fortress has some shit that we can use.
I guess we'll go take a look.
Exploring the fortress for a little bit, you're able to note that there does appear to be the remains, at the very least, of at least a couple of wagons, though they're going to require a little bit of carpentry in order to put that together.
Oh God. What would that even be? A sleight of hand?
No, actually, there is a roll for that, but let me double check the skill list here.
Damn.
Yeah, this would be actually a tool check, and I'm not sure if any of you have carpentry tools.
Nope.
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 I have a warhammer.
How much does each one of these like the ingots weigh?
1 ingot weighs 1 pound.
Okay.
What's my carrying capacity? Con or strength?
Yeah.
You know what we can do? We can go to another village and buy some bags there and then come back.
Oh, we'd rather ride like an actual wagon, no?
If we long rest, can we technically carry all this shit outside of the mine during the long rest?
That's not really resting, right?
It's not.
I mean,
And
is
again,
there
downtime rules.
is there like so much that it would take us a week to do it without any tools?
It would probably, yeah. Because there's probably at least like I'd say probably a ton.
Oh fuck. Okay, let's go. Should we rest here and then go get a cart, or I don't know how we want to do this.
What? Why are we bothering with this iron inside of here? What is
Monies?
going on?
There's a lot of money that we can make, and then also
Why don't we just lease this place or this whatever to the group that we're gonna give it to? Have them give us tribute for their cause, for their time.
Yeah, but we don't want to give them over a ton of iron just right off the bat. Like, if we could make some money, then we can give them gold to get the mine up and running. And then
How about
keep the
they get their
majority of the
own
money.
gold to get the
Yeah,
mine
like,
up and running?
If they already have the iron, they can kind of use that to their advantage and get their shit going.
Well, we can take a good chunk of it and sell it, and then leave a bunch of iron here with them. Like, we don't have to take all of it, but enough for them to get it started.
What do we need money for?
You humans are so weird.
Money makes the world go round, Glub. I don't know if you
Okay,
know
but
that.
what do we
Why
need
don't we
for
just
right
get
now?
wait? Jeremy is a Royal Ranger. Why don't we just tell him what we found in the mine, and he can just pay us back as recompense for doing this task for him?
I feel like that won't
I'd
work,
rather
but
just-
let's do it.
Yeah, I'd rather
feel
just
like
have the
Jeremy
money
doesn't
in my
have a lot of-
pocket.
You don't think Jeremy's good for it?
No.
Yeah, I'd
don't
rather,
think J-
even if he is, I'd rather just have it in my pocket.
I have a locket in my.
So what are you proposing?
Why don't we rest here?
For
Is iron
7
even worth
days.
Enough
Okay, we just
for us
cleared
to
it out.
do
Like,
this.
nobody's gonna come around here because they think that the cave is still filled with troglodytes.
How
I guess
much
I'm
is
just
iron
like
worth?
I guess I'm just trying to think like in like a metagamey sense. Like we're gonna fuck around for
Probably get
7 days.
Like just general. If you want to roll like an insight check, you'd probably be able to get a general idea of what you could sell iron for.
Okay. Okay, we'll roll with that.
Yeah, Glub, you're
Somehow
familiar
Glub
with
knows
the
that.
Glub. You're somehow familiar with the iron trade. One iron ingot would probably net you about a silver piece per.
Jesus Christ, that's so not fucking worth it!
Wait, what? 2 ton or 8 ton or 2 tons?
Yeah, but these aren't even refined, right? It's just iron ore, right?
But it's still money.
What?
It's only 200.
That's
200
It's
gold.
200 GP.
That's not.
Why?
Okay, okay. We
Just long term. You're thinking human. You're thinking short term. I understand because you're short stature. This is what you think.
I'm 6'4" in this game. What are you
I
talking about?
understand because of your short stature, human. I am
You're so
dragonborn. I am very tall.
Are you?
Yes, I am dragonborn.
How tall are
Dragonborns
you?
tall. Like at least 7 foot now.
Wait, what? I'm checking.
Wait, what do you mean now? What were you before?
I didn't
Now,
really
for
have
the
a- I didn't
purposes
really
of this
have a height
conversation,
in
I'm 7
mind.
feet tall.
He never wrote down his height.
Oh, god damn it!
He's just making it up now.
He stands up straight. And
Dragonborn are taller and heavier than humans, standing well over 6 feet tall and averaging almost 250. I'm 6'4", 245, so we're like the same.
well, that's not well over. You're still shorter than me,
it
regardless.
says,
ba-
it says
basically
6
Raiden
feet
is-
tall.
Raiden is exceptionally large for a human and average for a dragonborn.
There you go. So, as I was saying, short man,
You're so full of shit.
you always think in the short term. I'm telling you, why don't we just 200 gold, 200 smoke? Glub lost that last week playing with some bones.
True.
Why don't we just simply make these guys give us some sort of tax as a show of goodwill for filling this out, for bothering with our time? They get to do all the hard work, and we just receive payment. These are not
I mean-
good men. They steal children.
Well,
I
we
mean,
know they're
that's
not good men, but we're
yeah.
doing this explicitly for the purpose of sparing their lives, right?
Yeah, and to make sure that they can do honest work for the rest of their lives. So, like, I mean,
What's
they do
more
owe
honest
us
than
something.
paying your taxes? This is what I've
Do we
felt
really
all the
want to
time.
collect? Do we really want to call it a tax, or do we want to call it something else? Because
Your lease, your loan, you human.
yeah, we could
words,
lease
find
it to them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess we can be landlords of this mine. Wait, who
God.
owned this mine before?
We do.
It used to be, from what Jeremy told you, it used to be officially an army outpost before it got abandoned after the war.
So does that mean it's still there? It's still the royal family?
Technically speaking, it would still belong to the emperor.
Can we just make them like swear fealty to us and like be our fucking personal army when we call upon them?
I mean, you can try.
I'd like to try.
What's your? Well, I feel like I'm gonna have to try. Is what I'm feeling.
Why you?
Yeah,
Why?
you?
What's your persuasion?
5?
Mine's 8.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're both proficient in it. I have 16 charisma. Like, you have 18, right?
Fuck, dude.
Oh my god.
That was an exceptionally low roll. Okay, if I hit a nat
Okay.
20, it would have been a 28.
No,
right?
oh, wait, really? No way.
Yeah. 20
Okay,
plus 8 is 28.
well, yeah, no shit.
I'm just doing it. I'm not actually.
Anyway,
Okay, either way.
None of you are talking to the bandits anyway.
Do
You're
we
just writing
want
your
to? Do
rolls.
we want to have like people we can call upon if we need like a group of soldiers?
if we're like tied to them, wouldn't that make us responsible for all the fucked up shit they might end up doing?
Yes.
Yeah,
You're
but us
thinking about
giving,
it too much.
But us
we
giving
give
it
them
to,
land, they pay us rent.
they're still tied to us in some way. We gave them this. Like they're always going to be tied to us if we give it to them. So it's like
Then we put explosive barrels underneath all of their homes.
No, I think if we give them this castle, nobody's gonna know we just gave them the castle. If we have repeated dealings with these dudes and they go out and start pillaging people, then we will be tied to these people.
Why do we need money?
Now pillaging is a concern. I brought that up earlier, but now we're worried about these guys pillaging.
We're saving these dudes' lives as a favor to Jeremy.
yeah, but we need to gain something out of this.
No, we don't.
Yes,
Well,
we do.
we are gaining something. We're
Glove,
gaining
look at
Jeremy's
these
favor.
guys. Do you see how the ways of not being a druid taint you? Taint your ways. Taint your
That's
life.
stupid.
I agree, Glove. Very stupid.
We can get. Why not get 2 good things out of this rather than just 1?
Because I'm not fucking greedy.
Yes, greedy,
We
man.
gotta fight against the royalty of the world who are fucking forcing people to do shit.
You do.
We're
I
not
don't
gonna
have to do
force them.
shit.
Oh, God. What do you want in this world, Glub?
I want
Beef jerky.
beef jerky and I want a backpack.
Is that all you want?
That's all I want.
Why? What are you gonna
My
want after
backpack
you?
is gone.
What do you want after you get a backpack and beef jerky?
I don't know. We'll see what happens then.
Okay, you just tagging along until then?
I guess.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Well, we'll just say here's the mine, you owe us one. A big one.
Master negotiator. You are a paladin.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get over the fact that Glove has essentially said that her life quest is to just get a backpack and more beef jerky.
Alright, let's head to where we
Right
need to.
now,
Do we just go to
that's
Jeremy
the
and tell him we
goal.
cleared it out?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Let's
If we're not
move
taking the ore.
I guess not.
Okay. You make your way back to the town of Eckhurst. And you head back into the inn, where Jeremy is waiting for you. You have noted that there appear to be some more travelers who have sort of gathered in town. And when you get into the inn, Jeremy is sort of sitting at his normal table. He appears to be filling out some paperwork with one of his quills. He sort of looks up to you guys as you come in and sort of like stands and nods to you. So, has the situation been taken care of then?
As far as we know, we've cleared the whole mine out.
Fantastic. I'll negotiate with the bandits. As far as payment is concerned, obviously, he sort of goes back to his room for a minute before coming back, and he sort of puts down a small bag of gold. Now, this is all I can afford to give you at the moment, but I do plan on, after I take care of escorting the bandits to where they're supposed to be relocated, I'm going to head back to the capital, which is where I'm going to be taking your prisoner. And after I get back, I'll be collecting a little bit more for payment, and I'll return with that.
Okay, that sounds good. One thing, whenever you do talk to your old homeboys, will you just tell them that we were the ones that cleared this mine out for them?
I can do that, yeah.
Thanks. We'd like to possibly get to know those guys a little bit better once they get settled in.
What the fuck? I don't.
Yeah, they're kidnappers.
They took
We're
children.
turning their life around. We're rehabilitators.
I'll let them know, and in about a week's time, they should be resettled back at the fort. And from there, if you'd like to open up more communication with them, you can.
That'd be awesome.
I'd like to open up more communication with Leah.
That ship has sailed, buddy.
Yeah.
Nah, we will have a round 2. It'll happen.
I will
Not
have
after
to
that.
prove myself.
I believe.
Not when bro is around.
I believe. Always believe.
Always believe. So are we waiting here for Jeremy to get back?
I mean, we need a rest, don't we?
We need a long rest.
Yeah, true. Okay, cool.
Hole up here for a week.
1, 2, 3 break.
All right.
Ooh, let me get my quests back.
You rest in town for about a week. You get to know some of the townsfolk as they start to come back out. Their children having been returned by the end of the day. All the townsfolk start being a little bit more active now that their children have been returned to them. They also hold a bit of a feast in your honor as being the main facilitators of their children having been returned to them safely and soundly. You note that one of the people who doesn't appear to be a native of this town, but is here regardless, is this gentleman here, this little individual. And each night that you spend at the tavern, he appears to put on a little bit of a show for everybody. Carrying with him a large set of drums, he regularly plays for everybody and does a lot of dancing around and such. He sort of leaves you guys alone for a little bit. He can see that you guys are kind of like beat up a bit and could use a little bit of time to yourselves, so he just doesn't really bother you too much. Meanwhile, you know that there appears to be a traveling merchant in town who has set up shop, at least for a little while, and he's available to communicate with at any particular time. As far as the people who are running the tavern, one of them comes out and she introduces herself to you guys after having thanked you for taking care of the bandit situation as Susanna Westcroft. That's kind of what she looks like there.
Oh. Who you say that was? Sorry. One more time.
Susanna Westcroft.
And what is she?
She's a human. And she appears to be the owner of this particular establishment.
Yes. Let's go. Well, I need to talk to the merchant because I need a pack.
I pat Glub on the shoulder. Glub!
Don't touch me!
Let's go get you a backpack.
Okay.
Same.
And then I go and I walk with Glub.
The merchant himself is a fairly messy-looking individual. He has a lot of different things just sort of like strewn about himself. Little vials of bubbling mixtures just sort of like sitting on top of a crate. He himself has a gigantic backpack that appears to be just stuffed to the brim with a variety of different items and inventory. He appears to be a smaller individual, but still a little like a head taller than Glub, and he looks up to you as you approach. Hey there, lad. What can I do to help you?
Out of game or whatever, would you be able to like say the name of like a pack and like people like would know what it is?
You mean like an explorer's pack or something?
Yeah, like a burglar's pack.
Yeah, they would more or less. A merchant that would sell those things would know kind of what you're referring to.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Sir, I'm looking for a backpack that would facilitate, let's just say, less than legal action. If you catch
Looking
my
for
drift.
something to do a little bit of B&E with.
I look.
You don't have to answer that question, of course. Don't want to be held legally liable for anything that you might do in the future. But I do have something for you. He sort of hands you he puts in front of himself anyway, a small sack that appears to be filled with a variety of different bits and bobs and tools that would be used to perhaps infiltrate any particular type of establishment that you might wish to get into.
I'm gonna peruse it for a little bit and then ask him how much he would like for this pack.
Altogether, it's a nice little bundle, so I give you a bit of a bundle price for that. Gonna call it probably 8 gold
8?
altogether.
Okay, then I'll toss him or give him 8 gold out of my gold satchel.
Very good. Regular backpack here. He sets a fairly large pack in front of you. This is your standard backpack. It's probably going to cost you another 2, and this carry a lot of stuff for you. Probably about, I'd say about £100 worth of stuff.
Okay, fair. Then I toss him 2 gold coins. Then I turn to look towards Glub, who I think is also waiting for a backpack.
Yeah.
Go on, Glub.
I need a bag!
You want a bag or a backpack, lads?
Give me a backpack.
All right, well, this is a backpack. Sort of like shows it to you and like kind of demonstrates how to put it on and take it off.
Okay, perfect. I want that.
Right. Well, a bit of a skittish one, isn't she?
She's touched.
Fuck.
Let's put things a little bit mildly, but fair enough.
Fucking.
Okay, who wants to pay for me?
It's already been
wait.
paid for, Club.
Oh, it's already paid for?
Oh, right, her gold disintegrated. Right.
Can I buy a carpenter's pack?
Well, there isn't really a carpenter's pack, but there are carpenter's tools,
So carpenter's tools.
and
then.
you can buy some of those. That's only going to cost you a gold piece for basically the set.
And then a pound of dried meat.
Easily done. That's only going to cost you a silver piece.
Okay. And I
It's got a very
toss-
eclectic collection of a variety of different goods.
Does he have a poisoner's kit?
I'll be right back.
The dwarf sort of like strokes his chin a little bit. Gonna go ahead and guess that I don't want to know what you're gonna be doing with this either.
I have to get rid of some animals.
Ah, hunting. Gotcha. He sort of takes out a few things, a mortar and a pestle, and some vials and some sort of an injection, some syringes. These sorts of things might be up your alley.
Ah,
still
fantastic.
gotta need
How
to buy-
much, kind sir?
Well, I'll tell you what. The kit itself only costs you gold, but you're still going to need to find loads of ingredients if you're going to be making poison for yourself. So, I can offer you a nice little startup, bundle it together, make it only cost 2 gold.
Ah, that sounds fine. That sounds great.
Phenomenal. He takes out several herbs and spices and sort of puts them in a bag with the rest of the kit and hands it to you.
How do I
Just take 2 gold out of your inventory and you're good.
What,
and as far as the poisoner's kit, that should be in the compendium.
What?
Yeah, I already found it. That's how I found it.
Mm-hmm.
What attribute is Carpenter's Tools?
That would be dexterity.
Okay, cool.
Are we? Is our board posted for like the whole week?
Oh yeah,
Because we
and I'm
did the
also
stuff.
sorry.
Yes. You've been informed that Jeremy has paid for your room and board for the rest of the week.
Okay.
How much?
All right, well, I'm gonna.
How much gold did we get from Jeremy?
He gave you a sack of 50, and then informed you that he has to go back to the capital and get more to pay you.
Okay, I'll take 10.
Glub will take 40.
No.
Glove
I
needs
grabbed
40,
Glove by the
dude.
shoulder
Does she
again.
need
Ah,
it?
Glove. Glebe.
Is
Yes.
she taking 40?
I see math isn't your strong point. Let me help you out. And I
No,
kinda-
no, this is fine.
No, it's okay. I will assist you.
No, no, this is fine.
Grab Glove's hand,
No!
squeezing it to
Do
like
not
open it,
touch me!
and I'm like, here.
No!
And I grab like 10 pieces forcefully out of it. Thanks.
What the fuck?
For the record, Monday night is our upstairs neighbor's favorite night of the week.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking. I was like, you're in an apartment, aren't you?
It's only 7:40, so we're good.
That's fine.
Okay, after Gil's done with his business with the merchant, he's gonna go settle at the bar.
While he's at the bar, is there going to be someone in this town that can identify this longsword?
Possibly not.
It's a pretty small town.
If it is like magical in some fashion, then it's probably going to take somebody who's a bit of an expert in identification.
Okay.
It's possible the merchant might be able to do something.
I can ask him, yeah. I'll ask him.
Ask him.
Sir, we found this while adventuring. I have a hunch that it might be more than meets the eye.
You hand him over the longsword, and he sort of examines it for a little while and goes, "Hey, does seem to be something a little bit strange. Can't really tell what it is off the bat, but if you give me a bit of time, I might be able to do something. It is going to cost you a wee bit of gold in order to pay for the materials necessary in order to identify the thing.
How much gold?
10.
Well, you know what? That mission just paid for it. So yeah, sure.
Very good." He takes out a scroll and he starts chanting something as he reads off the scroll and puts a hand on top of the longsword. A sort of like glowing blue light sort of like transfers from the scroll itself up through his hand, up through his arms, and through his other arm, and goes straight into the longsword itself. And from there, another sort of stream of blue light goes up to his eyes as he sort of looks at it for a little bit. And then he nods after a second as the scroll itself sort of seems to disintegrate in his hand. Right. So, what I can tell you about this particular blade is that while it's not exactly something that you might find at a legend, it is something that's been more or less enchanted. Now, the method I don't really know, but I do know what it can do. Now, what it can do is, for a particular amount of time per day, you can speak its command word, which apparently is Shirak, and it will become somewhat magical, giving it a bit more of a kick, a bit more of a potency. And also, it'll have a light on it.
Oh.
Like a torch?
Yeah, sort of like a torch.
She-rock?
Mm-hmm. Now, it only lasts for about a minute a day, so be careful when using it.
Okay.
Are we good to change our HP back to full for this?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
you're good.
All right, just making sure.
So
So it
Let's-
just becomes magical and glows for a minute.
for a minute a day, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I will go ahead and do you a favor and remind you that you had one other thing that you found.
Oh, wait, the key that I have.
Oh yeah, he has that.
Oh, yeah.
And-
Thanks, Lundy.
And one other thing.
Is there something I can name this longsword in my?
You can name it whatever you want.
Oh,
Call it
I'll
short.
name it Shirak.
Nice.
And then attack. Is there any plus? Oh, I guess +5.
So when it is activated, it does an extra 1d4 damage.
Fuck.
Damage 1d6 plus strength plus 0. So
Yes, and then damage 2 plus 1d4.
all right, cool.
Okay. I'm gonna come out of the inn / tavern.
Mhm.
My good sir, my friend, can you I jingle with the thing in my pocket or whatever, and I pull it out. Can you would you be able to tell me anything about this key? And then as I'm saying it, I realize kind of how outlandish this request is, but I hand him the key anyway.
He strokes his chin a little bit as he takes the key, and then he puts on what appears to be some sort of magnifying monocle as he examines it for a little bit and goes, yes, I can call that. I actually know exactly what this type of thing could possibly be. Just keep it on yourself. And while you keep it on yourself, just give it a bit of a tap whenever you're trying to feel yourself be a little stealthy. And he gives you a bit of a wink.
Appreciate it, my good man. And I flip him. I'll flip him 2 gold coins for his information. I'll
Mhm.
take the key back.
Whilst you hold the key, you have a +2 on stealth rolls.
Ooh!
Ooh.
What the fuck? This sword is the base is 1d8.
Correct. It's a long sword.
Okay.
How would I denote that in my sheet?
So in the options tab, there is a
I think
there
I see
should
it.
be some global modifiers you can give to your stuff.
I see it. Try that. See if that works. Yeah, that worked. Okay, cool. Done. Very cool. Okay, I'm going back to the bar now.
Okay.
Alcohol.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess you're going to be trying to have a little bit of time with Miss Westcroft.
You already know, Lundy.
Or no.
All right.
How do you want me to roll, buddy? Am I rolling for the whole
Well,
week?
first you gotta get her interest, so that's gonna be
Oh,
a
yeah.
persuasion.
So go ahead, begin flirting with Lundy.
Listen, dude, you can't make it weird. I know what's happening here. All right,
Yeah,
I know what's going on.
we
He
are
knows
all
what's going on.
extremely comfortable with our
There's nothing
sexuality.
Exactly.
I was just saying, like, continue.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk into the bar.
Mhm.
I will find a bar stool, sit down, and I'll say, barkeep, I would like. Well, actually, what do you have on tap?
Well, I have a few different things that I can potentially offer you. It depends on what you want. We got the regular beer, we got perry, we got brandy, we got lots of different types of liquors.
Let me do some brandy. I think.
Ooh, brandy. Someone's feeling themselves a little bit today.
You
Then
can
again,
say
I
that.
suppose you do have the right.
Oh, do you? Oh, I assume you. She knows the out of character. She knows the whole thing. Everybody in this town knows the.
Yeah, by this point, everybody knows that you guys are responsible for helping solve the situation.
Okay. So, yeah. I mean, I'd like to. It's all in a day's work, I guess. I don't know. I'm just a sellsword, basically.
How long are you going to find yourself staying in town?
I'll be here for a couple nights at least, maybe a week. Who knows?
Anything you're planning on doing while you're here, or just chilling out for a little bit?
Got a couple things on my mind. Then I take a swig, I guess. Please.
You're fine on the first cup.
All right. Whew.
Jesus.
I'll have another cup of brandy if you don't mind.
She pours you another cup of brandy. anything in particular on your mind?
Is there anything else going on in this town besides the?
Well,
children
normally there's not
competition?
really a whole lot that goes on here. Damer's the only place that actually hosts any travelers. Of course, we got that drum player that just showed up, and the traveling merchant outside that seems to sell all sorts of different types of things.
What's the drum player's story?
Don't really know. He asked me if he could get free room and board if he just entertained everybody every night, and I told him to demonstrate what he could do. He's pretty good, so I'll go ahead and give it to him.
That's fair.
I make plenty of money off of the townsfolk. Everybody needs a drink after a good hard day's work, so it's all fine.
That they do, and then I take another. I finish my cup. Ugh.
You're feeling it, but you're not exactly tipsy.
All right. So what's your story?
Me? Nothing special. And I'm not a native to this particular town, but I've been here for about 5 years now. So it's basically the only place I've got.
Gotcha. Not to sidebar, do you know anything about Jeremy, the fellow who was in here recently who left earlier today?
Well, I know a little bit. He wasn't really all that specific, but he did let me know that he would keep the place protected from any sort of looters or anybody who would try and take advantage of the fact that I was trying to be as incognito as possible. He gave me a large sack of just money to pay for his way, however long it was going to be necessary, and also let me know that you guys are going to be staying here for a little bit and paid for you as well. So as far as I'm concerned, he seems to be a pretty decent dude.
I'd agree. He seems to be of good moral judgment.
Is there something I was supposed to figure out that you didn't yet?
No, I'm just curious. Maybe he presents himself differently to different people. Perhaps. Some people do that.
As far as I'm concerned, he was just a really strange guy that had a lot of money and was willing to watch over my establishment, which I'm fine with just leaving it at that.
Gotcha. My Roll20 broke, so I don't know if anybody else's Roll20 is breaking.
Yeah, mine did.
Roll20 disconnected for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm reconnecting. Got it. And then do I have another? Oh no, can I? I'll guess I got another cup of brandy, and then I'll finish that, and then I will probably turn in if my Roll20 will ever
If it'll ever refresh.
come back. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with Roll20 right now. It's being weird.
It's all the
Everybody disconnected from me, and I'm like, no.
It's all the coronavirus sessions, dude.
Everyone's D&D
Yeah, it's true.
now.
Everyone's come to Roll20 to play their D&D.
That's true. There has been a dramatic increase in people playing right now. In fact, I've got a
Damn
game
you,
that I'm going to be playing in tomorrow.
Let go of my internet.
All right. I
Coronavirus gave me a power outage the other day.
think I'm loading back in, so we can conclude this interaction, so everybody can stop awkwardly waiting for me to stop trying to fuck the bartender.
Fuck no, I've been debating whether Club is just gonna hop in.
I thought about doing that.
Hey, it's D&D. You're
You're
have
free
all,
to do what you
yeah,
want.
you have all the agency
Role-playing, it's
you guys
it's
want.
the major
dude.
part of it.
Yeah, but then you were asking like actual questions, so I was like, nah.
Well, you gotta like do some investigative work. You can't just try to fucking bang all the time, you know?
No, but Glub would have fucked all of that up.
You know, I don't want to wreck the important things that you're doing. I just want to wreck the non-important things.
All right.
Exactly.
So I finish the brandy.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Oh, did you roll again? Oh,
Yeah, I did.
All right. After the third, you're starting to feel it. Your body's getting hot. Your head's starting to feel flushed, and starting to feel somewhat uncomfortable.
All right. Well, I'm gonna turn in for the night, I think. But it was a very good time talking to you.
Good time talking
I-
to you too, sir.
Stand up and I go to my room. We're gonna do
She
it.
just
dude.
gives you a little bit of a smirk as you walk off.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do better than Leah this time, dude. It's gonna happen.
Keep telling yourself that.
as everybody
Why is
starts
mine
to
going?
as everybody starts to come in for the evening, the drummer boy sort of gets out what appears to be a large set of drums. Some of them have like little shakers on the side of them, and he just sort of like claps his hands as he as sort of an indication that he's getting ready to get going, and he gets started entertaining everybody by banging on the drums in a very sort of tribalistic manner.
Ooh.
Anything the rest of you guys are doing?
I guess I'm not sleeping, so I guess I'll come back out.
You can still relax in your room.
It's true.
Glub would
I mean,
like to
I want to
consume
see what's going on out here. Sounds like we're fucking going to war, so I'm gonna see what's going on. I'll take a seat and I'll listen and watch.
Let me actually
Trying to decide
see.
what bro should do.
Does he actually roll well? Yeah, he does. Okay. All right.
Oh shit.
Anybody else?
I have a question. So me being out, like I don't know if you saw what I posted earlier, but I was trying to be out in the woods and like do stuff with the herbalism kit and my poison kit
Ah, yes.
and practicing and
Yes.
stuff. I just rolled 3 times for each, just in case I needed something. So
All
like,
right.
how does learning what potions or poisons I create, how does that? Do I like?
Well, you would normally do a lot of sort of testing, which would require some sort of like intelligence rolls to figure out what it is that you're doing. But I'm going to add a couple things. I'm going to message you with what you made, and you can add these to your inventory.
Okay. And so in the future, I use intelligence for it.
Yes, in order to decipher what it is that you made. However, the ingredients that you were given by the merchant have very specific usages. So they kind of only make one thing.
Poison.
Okay. Oops.
I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
but that was also why I was out foraging and stuff like that. I'm just trying to practice the skill over time. And keep on clicking random stuff.
So that's what you've made so far.
Okay, cool. And I can
All
search these up to figure out. read about them?
No, these are all going to be like the PHB only has like a base poison to work with. Everything else is going to be stuff that I'm kind of making up for you.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right. Anybody else have any plans for the night?
Glub would like to consume alcohol.
Club will consume a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
How much? How much do you plan on consuming? Until you drop, or what?
Yeah, until Glub drops.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll me con saves until. Roll me one con save.
Okay.
2, 3.
Ah,
Oh no.
Okay.
that's it.
Glub is able to do very well for a very long time. Many drinks, brandy, beer, liquor, whatever. She's just trying everything that the establishment has on offer. But after about like the 10th drink, she sort of realizes that she's been drinking way too fast, and immediately falls off of her bar stool onto the ground and finds herself unable to move very much.
This is all on Yale's tab, by the way.
Yes.
That's fine. I will notice this, and I will. Are you outside the bar now, or
I'm in the bar. I just
move
fell
your
off my
move your icon?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Move it to the bar over
It's in the
here.
bar. That's over there. That's
The bartender's over here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. I'm
My
gonna come
mistake.
over, and I will say to Glub, I'm gonna pick you up now. Is that okay?
Do not fucking touch me.
Okay, can you walk to your room?
No!
Then I'm picking you up, and then I pick her up.
Just you can surmise the screaming.
Sure.
Of course.
And then I will
It's-
carry her.
Much glub screaming is happening,
I will carry her to her
but
room,
there's very little that she can do about it.
and I will put her in bed, and I'll bring a little water pail beside her bed if she throws up, and then I'm gonna leave her and close the door. I'm going back to where I was,
All right.
and now I'm seated again.
Bro, you've returned back from the forest, having created a couple different concoctions. The drummer boy's playing. Glub is screaming while drunkenly being carried upstairs by Gil to her room. What are you doing? Bro?
Oh, sorry. Bro is just in his room.
You just spaced out there for a second.
Shit. You
Sorry.
okay?
Yeah.
It's all the fucking late night mooting screaming, dude. He can't get a good night's sleep.
I just heard him wake up, so now I'm afraid to go outside my room.
You heard Mooden wake up?
He takes
yeah,
a nap during the day.
yeah, he was taking a nap. He's playing Doom tonight or some dumb shit.
But bro's just chilling out in his room. That's it. Nothing exciting. He's not drinking.
No alcohol consumption for bro. Good.
No alcohol consumption for bro.
And Ryan's AFK, so I'm going to assume that he's going to not do anything either.
Nope.
All right. The night passes without too much else happening. About a quarter of the way into the night, once everybody starts to retire, the drums are retired for the night as well. So all that's fine. Of course, he's not going to continue playing while everyone's trying to sleep. And yeah, so the morning comes, everything's fine. The drummer boy appears to be set up outside, and he appears to be sort of like barking towards everybody and sort of clapping. Come one, come all, come one, come all. I've got myself a challenge for you. Everybody who wants to come do something, make a little bit of money. I've got gold if you can win.
Of course I go out there.
God damn it.
I'm ready.
All right, you approach him, and he sort of like claps his hands twice. Good to meet you, sir. What's your name?
You call me Gil. What's yours?
Gil. My name's Vasir. Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
I've got a very simple challenge for you, sir. Basic idea is you've got a minute to put me down. If you can't, I win.
Put you down.
Mhm.
Like on the
Knock
dirt.
me the fuck out.
Okay. How much is the buy-in?
Buy-in is going to be 5 gold, and I will bet. And he takes out a bag of gold and puts it in front of him. Everything I've got.
Can I surmise how much gold is in that pouch?
Roll me an insight. Hard to tell. It's a fairly thick bag. Probably will fit in your hand. You'd be able to grip it pretty well. So anywhere between like 25 to 50 gold, something like that.
I'm not one to back down from a challenge, and I pull out 5 gold from my satchel.
All right, buddy. By the way, no weapons. I don't want to end up having to go see a cleric.
Of course. So how do we just start?
Very simple. You're going to be rolling 10 attack rolls because it's 10 rounds as a minute. And they're all going to be unarmed strikes. Do you have an armed strike put up?
No, I don't think so, but I can do it real quick.
Very simple. It's 1d4 plus your strength.
Is there a thing in the compendium for it? Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Well, it's proficiency. I don't see an actual 1d4
Yeah.
plus strength.
Yeah.
I'll just do it. I'll just hand jam it.
And that should be fine there. Let me double check this guy. Cool.
The to hit is strength as well, no?
Yes.
Fuck.
Unfortunately, you don't get your dex modifier for punching people. Unless you're a monk.
I think this is set up right.
Let me double check for you.
It should be done.
Yep, you're good.
Is Rakish Audacity going to matter at all? Is it literally just as many times? Is literally just as how many times I hit him?
Damage is going to matter as well.
Okay, so would I would qualify for Rakish Audacity, no? If we're dueling, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever you hit him.
All right. Roll 10 1d4.
No. Roll 10 attacks, and then I'll let you know if you hit him.
Oh, got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, 2 of them hit.
Fuck. Only the 19th.
Shit.
So I'm rolling 1d4 plus 2d6 for each of them.
Yes.
So I can add these separately, right? Roll 1d4 then roll 2d6.
Mhm.
So 4. What is that? 3? I have like a fucking tooltip that's like stuck on my screen that I can't get off. Okay, so that's 7. And then 1d4. I'm not gonna knock this guy out. Fuck. 10. So
Yep,
17.
So 17 altogether. Yep. So for the first 30 seconds of you attempting to punch this guy, he's kind of playing with you a little bit, sort of like putting his hands up and doing a bit of a mock back and forth. And you kind of see him sort of sway around a little bit as if he's experiencing a bit of a drunken experience. He sort of ducks under one of your attacks and just sort of blows a little raspberry in your face before like backing away from another attack. He just sort of like does a little bit of a flip away from another attack, flips back away from another attack. You start getting frustrated, and after he plays around with you for a bit, you manage to get a good shot straight into his gut, and he sort of like falls backwards a little bit. From there you try to follow it up with a nut shot, and he sort of immediately backs away from that before you sort of poke him in both of his eyes, and he just sort of like holds his eyes a little bit, going, all right, minutes up for 1, 2, not cool, not cool at all.
I don't think you prohibited pokes in the eye.
No, but it's still rude.
It is what it is. And then I walk off, having not knocked him down.
Damn it. Right. How's everybody else waking up today?
I'll just go down and grab some breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Bro's just gonna look at the plants nearby, take care of them, manage anything.
All right.
Glub is waking up with a hangover?
Yes, she
Oh, right.
is. A very heavy one, actually. Okay. So, couple of hours pass. You guys are able to get your breakfasts in, your morning drinks in. Just sort of rest Glub's hangover for a little bit. Luckily, the drums are still not playing, so Glub doesn't have to worry about that.
Oh, thank Christ.
So, yeah. Anything else that you guys are planning on doing anyway?
Nope.
Okay, cool. You guys do a little bit of exploration around town. It seems that Vasir from earlier is still challenging individual townsfolk to try and put him down. Constantly growing challenge, though very few of them are able to afford the buy-in. In the meantime, however, the merchant that you guys have been buying from sort of motions to the first of you that he can see, which we'll go ahead and roll for that. All right, so that's going to be Ryden.
Yep.
While you're sort of just strolling around town, relaxing and taking in the sights and just enjoying yourself a little bit and resting from the fact that you just went through a bit of an ordeal, the dwarven merchant that you dealt with earlier sort of motions you over. Hey, son, would you mind helping me out with a little something?
What do you need, buddy?
Well, could you get your friends together? I've got something I want to test.
You want to test?
Yes.
Is it like a product?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. I'll see if they want to come over. Do you need all of us, or could a couple come?
Well, the more people I get, the higher the sample size, so I can figure out exactly what it does.
Okay. All right. I'll go and scoop everybody up.
Okay. Everybody is being approached by Ryden and being informed that the dwarven merchant evidently would like everybody's presence.
I go over there.
I guess.
Ah, I like this man.
And I like you. I like anybody who spends a little bit of money here, and I like anybody who's willing to help me out a bit. He digs into his pack and he pulls out a vial of liquid. Now, how many of you have ever done hallucinogenics before?
Glub has.
Right. I've made something. I think it's really good, but I need people to test it on. So,
Oh my god.
I'm willing to give you guys some free samples if you just go ahead and test it and then let me know what happens.
Oh god.
How do we know this isn't poison?
And why would I poison you?
I mean, you were just talking about poison the other day with what's his face, bro.
I know how to make it, but why would I want to poison customers? You guys are giving me gold.
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, someone else gave me gold on your behalf.
True.
Let's.
Um,
I'll be a trip sitter.
I will take it.
Right? The more people that do it, the more I can get a better idea of its general effects on people. So,
I'll give it a shot. Let's see if it
Very
works
good, very
on
good.
me at all.
and what about you, little one?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. So he pulls out a vial for each of you and has you drink one. Let's see. We'll start with Gil. Gil, high or low is good.
Low. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so high instead. Gil, as you ingest it, you don't feel anything for a few minutes. But after a few minutes, you start to glance around at all the different townsfolk who are traveling back and forth, and you glance at all of your friends who are here, and you get this image in your head that everybody is staring at you intensely. And a lot of them, when they're looking at you, their faces are twisted in a sort of horror expression, as if they're seeing something that is terrible. All of them are looking at you way too closely from your perception. And then everybody starts screaming in your ears as they're staring at you. And just all of them are grouped around you in a very tight circle as they're looking at you, and their eyes are wide, their mouths are wide, and they're just screaming.
I guess I draw my rapier and I start
Oh God!
just brandishing it like,
Wow.
get away from me.
Ryden, Gil's having a bad trip.
I'll try to stop him from unsheathing his weapon. I'll be like, whoa, 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 whoa! Come back to center, buddy. Come back to center.
Go ahead and roll me a Constitution's throw there, Gil. All right. With Ryden putting his hands on you and trying to like calm you down, you start to shake your head a bit and recenter yourself. And eventually you're able to calm yourself down. All the people that you thought were surrounding you start to slowly dissipate and disappear into the sort of ether. The dwarf sort of looks to you and sort of gives a little bit of a, "It didn't look like it went well for you, lad. Sorry about that." No charge though, so all good.
Am I already like off the? Like the
Yes.
trip?
As you're sort of like shaken out of it forcefully, it sort of stops.
Okay.
Thank God.
No, it did not go well for me. And with that, I turn and just walk away. I'm done with that shit.
Jesus.
Right. Well, hopefully the other two have a better time. Who's next up, bro? High or low is good, bro.
High is good.
Oh,
Right,
Mm.
bro.
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
nat 100. What the fuck?
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
It's
You
bro,
don't
what can
feel-
you expect?
You don't feel much for a couple minutes, but then after sort of getting a sense of lethargy and getting a sense of feeling just incredibly relaxed, you feel yourself being slowly lifted into the air. You sort of look down and you notice that there is the grass that sort of like surrounds the town is just growing rapidly, and it's sort of like slowly lifting into the air, and you feel like you're sort of floating on a cloud of like grass, and it floats you into the air high enough, and you're sort of surrounded by grass as it overtakes the entirety of the town below you. Large plants just start sprouting out all around you from what you can see, and you're just sort of like placed right next to the clouds with the sun just sort of like on you, but not uncomfortably so. It's nice and warm, and you feel as if you're sort of just relaxing in a sort of a perfect paradise of a meadow, as you just sort of feel the desire to just sort of relax and kick back.
Okay.
Jesus.
So you're feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we'll move over to Glub.
Oh God.
High or low is good, Glub.
Low is good.
Okay. Glub,
We're back.
you hear a little bit of chit-chatting and goblinoid off in the distance. Before you have the chance to investigate it yourself, you kind of feel your body float up and lift itself towards the source. After sort of what appears to be you flying through the air, you go into the forest and you note that you're looking at what appears to be a large family of goblins, and
What
many
the
of them are
fuck?
extremely familiar to you. You find your family.
Oh. Aw.
They're all together, laughing, joking together, pulling pranks on each other. Some of them are tugging on each other's ears. Some of them are biting into each other and laughing about it. They're having what appears to be a bit of a picnic. Several of your brothers are fishing. Your mom and dad are laying out prepared food for the rest to eat. Your other siblings are playing games, finding rocks. Fignenx and Ikta, your younger sisters, are biting into rocks and hurting their teeth. Your dad, Suagav, laughs and gives them a hug while your mother, Kadea, dabs their mouths with a numbing salve. They're all peaceful, chaotic, as goblins are, but peaceful nonetheless.
Holy shit! Is this real?
Fuck.
Has Glub actually moved at all since taking
No.
the drug? No.
No.
Jesus Christ. Glub just kind of starts like crying a little bit, like, oh my God!
It's beautiful!
The dwarf sort of looks over to Ride and sort of shrugs. It looks like you seem to be having a good time. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Not too shabby. Maybe need some more beta testing.
Possibly, yeah. I don't want 25% of my customer base coming back to me saying saying they're not going to be coming back. Otherwise, that's going to lose me a lot of money. All right, so Gil had a bad time. Bro and Glub both had a really good time. And Ryden chose to abstain so that he could make sure that nobody ended up freaking out.
Thank God for that.
Am I still tripping or am I?
After about 10, 15 more minutes, the grass that you are sort of resting on shrinks back down into the ground, slowly taking you down back with it, and you sort of find yourself laying on the regular ground again, as your mind becomes entirely yours once more.
Seeing that, I slowly come to the realization that what I thought was like my reality wasn't the reality. And as everything dissipates, I simply like left out like a giant chuff that only a dragonborn and horses can do. And I kind of murmured to myself, how disappointing. Sir!
Yeah.
What
Yes.
is the recipe for such potions?
Well, I can't be giving that out just yet.
I
Still
must
haven't
buy
quite- It's still in the testing phase right now. Which
That's
is
fine.
why, okay. I can't really give you the recipe, but I can give you another sample.
No, I need the recipe.
I can't really afford to just give it to you.
How much can you afford?
Well, if you wanted to pay, let's say, 50 gold for it, I can give it to you.
And then I do. Where is it? One
And
second.
then I steal 50 gold from.
Oops. Nope. Charm person.
Oh no! You've read the last sentence in that fucking description, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw. He makes a save.
God damn it. Do I don't get a roll against that? No.
Well, you don't make a roll. It's just they make a save versus your save DC. That's how it works. So the dwarf sort of like furrows his brow a little bit as you sort of motion your hands and sort of whisper a little bit of an incantation. He feels something start to like fuzzy his mind a bit before he shakes it off, and he looks to you and he goes, "No, don't be trying none of that stuff with me, lad."
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Here's your 50 gold.
He gives a little bit of snuff, and he takes your gold and counts it very methodically, now somewhat not trusting you, before handing you a piece of parchment that appears to have several ingredients laid on it, as well as a cooking method.
Thank you.
Right. No be casting no spells on me again.
Or
Or you're not getting anything more from me.
I just use individual dwarf surrounded by multiple people. It's okay.
I've never seen bro try and fuck before.
Evidently, he's into small bearded men.
Interesting.
Charm person doesn't always mean like, hey, I
Yeah,
want to fuck
absolutely
you
thinks
guys.
that. And Glove
It's
thinks that.
This is like a friendly
Glove thinks.
acquaintance.
And friendly acquaintance, you want to stick your dragon penis in.
All right. Glub, you find yourself sort of very quickly waking up from what appears to be a sort of a daytime induced dream, as reality just sort of snaps back in front of you, and you realize that you're still in the town square, and you still have the dwarf merchant still there, Ryden's still there, and your what you thought was you watching your family appears to have been not a real thing, just in spite of how real it looked to you.
Jesus Christ, I've never had something this strong before. What the fuck? Everything else I've had is like shit compared to this.
It's something that I've been working on for a little bit of a time now, but it still needs a little bit of testing. One of your friends had a bit of a bad time with that one.
I'm not surprised. He seems like a fucking stuck-up.
But at the very least, it looks like you enjoyed yourself. Looks like the other guy enjoyed himself. So that's 2 out of 3. Not too terrible for me. Just a little bit of more refinement, and we'll be able to minimize the people who have a bad trip.
Yeah, let me know if you need me to try that again.
Of course. If I have a new test batch ready before you end up leaving town, or if we meet up again, I'll go ahead and use you as one of my test subjects.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All right. So the day passes and everything is sort of calming back down again. Gil is sulking in the bar. Did not have a good time.
I did not.
Wasn't funny. Didn't laugh.
Nope. Not even a little bit.
So while you're in the bar, Gil, the Vizier from earlier sort of heads back in, and he sort of is rewrapping his hands up as he gets his drums out and sort of places them on one of the tables. He looks over to you and sort of tilts his head. Hey, man, you all right?
I've had a day.
From the looks of things, I've had a bit of a day myself. First guy that I challenged poked me in the eyeballs.
Gil laughs over his drink.
You want to talk about it or what?
Let's just say I was offered a chemical concoction from a gentleman in the square of short stature who sells various goods. This concoction is what people know as a hallucinogenic, and it did not go well for me, and I did not have a good time. And now I'm here with the barmaid. I gesture, and
She sort of looks over to Vizier and gives a little bit of a shrug. He's been in here sulking for the past hour or so.
drinking away my sorrows.
Vizier sort of strokes his chin a little bit and goes, well, I don't really know what to tell you about that. I mean, if I don't know what the trip was, then I don't really know how to sort of counsel you through it. But, I mean, at the very least, you know it's not real, right?
It was real enough for me.
And I'm guessing you probably don't want to go over the details.
The entire town was staring at me and looking at me in revulsion and screaming at me.
It's a weird thing to have happen. I mean, you look all right to me.
Yes, I do look all right to you.
Weird.
And I'm just staring him right in the eyes, like not blinking.
Okay. Did I offend you at all, or?
No, friend. I appreciate the gesture. Would you like a drink? I will cover your drink as you play.
Oh no, I don't drink.
Of course not.
Sorry, I don't mean to be a party pooper. It's just, well, hands aren't as steady when I'm drinking.
Gotcha. Well, I look forward to hearing your drums, friend.
Yeah, soon enough. I'm just setting up at the moment. I made a decent amount from the guys in town, so all's good.
You're pretty quick on your feet. What's your story?
Oh boy. Well, I don't really know my parents because they dropped me off. I was told about them though. My mentor at the monastery that I went to. Anyway, that's a big old thing, but I'm not really from this country. Monastery guy, my mentor, you probably don't know him. He let me know that my parents essentially were some people who were part of some sort of like tribe, I guess, and they were like big time hunters, and the tribe valued strength and power. And apparently, when I was a baby, little thing about like 3 pounds, apparently. They figured that I was probably going to end up dying if I stayed with them, so they dropped me off in the monastery. So, woo. Anyway, so I was raised there for about well, most of my life. I've only been out traveling for a couple years now. But it's where I learned how to take care of myself. So I make a little bit of extra money challenging people on the streets, and I don't have to pay money to stay in an inn because I can perform. It's a pretty decent life. I don't mind it.
How many cities have you been to? Are you pretty well traveled?
I've been through a lot of different towns and cities, yeah.
Are you familiar with how should I say this? The dregs of society?
Oh, yeah, that's normally where I end up going. I mean, the more high-end places in the city, they don't really appreciate street fighting, so I kind of have to go to the slums, if you know what I mean.
During your travels, have you heard pray tell of a man, kind of a charlatan, goes by Brahm?
Braun. You know, the name does sound familiar.
Yes. Well, can you place where you might have heard?
Oh boy. Placing a specific spot. Well, if I had to say, last I heard of that one, that was when I was performing in the castle at the Grand Duchy, north of here.
How long ago was this?
That was probably, I want to say, several months ago.
Got it. Gil makes a mental note. I appreciate your
Old friend of yours?
time. Yeah, you could say that.
Well, from what I heard, I didn't really hear anything good, so...
Do you remember what you heard specifically?
Yeah, something about being some sort of like spy master, I guess.
Interesting. That is interesting news. Thanks for your time, friend.
Hey, anytime. We're all in this town together, right?
We are all in this town together. And then I turn back to my drink.
He sort of leaves you alone, heads outside. So who all took drugs?
Bro.
He heads over to you, bro. Are you feeling okay?
Fantastic.
Okay, so I'm guessing things went all right for you.
Yes.
Cool. You want to share what you may have seen?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Vasir, by the way, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi. I'm Broshik.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Broshik. What's your story? I haven't really met many Dragonborn.
My story is a long one. Too long to tell again to someone who I'm not going to see fairly soon. I'll tell you what. Just know that you'll be seeing more of these potions here fairly soon.
Okay.
Like
Well,
them.
I'm not really much of a drug taker myself, but I guess that's something. You might want to be careful with that kind of stuff. I mean, not everybody reacts to it well.
Well, I reacted to it heavenly. I saw what I only can imagine was the most picturesque ending.
Okay.
An ending.
You seem to have been affected by it pretty hard. Okay. Well, if you don't really want to talk about it, then I can't really force you to. Anyway, I'm going to be performing here in a little bit, so if you want to come by and check me out.
Sure. As I can turn around again and look at this list for the items, see if I can find anything.
Vasir sort of shrugs his shoulders and rolls his eyes a little bit as he heads over to Ryden. Whew. These all your friends?
Ryden,
What the
Mr.
fuck?
Phone Man.
That hurt my ears so fucking bad.
Good.
Yeah, what the fuck? No! I
The
think
drummer-
I should have been warned.
The drummer asked if the Dragonborn and the Goblin are your friends.
Friends, yeah, we've been through some shit. If you consider people who go through adversity together friends, yeah. We're more like traveling companions at the moment.
Yeah, fair enough. The Dragonborn seems a little weird.
Yeah, he has some weird ideals, but I'll be damned if he can't kill some troglodytes.
Troglodytes? Is that something you guys did recently?
Yeah, we just came back from an abandoned fort that had a mine shaft that had been overrun with troglodytes, and I think he killed like 6 of them with one spell. It's pretty impressive.
That is pretty good. I can't really decry the tactics there. Where are you guys coming from?
Well, we all have our individual places that we came from, but we all met each other in Appleton. If you'll accept that as an answer.
I mean, fair enough. What about you specifically?
Well, I'm from a small farming community, and I was drafted into the King's Army. And funny story, I was actually slain at one point and had a vision of me descending to a not so good place, and all of a sudden I saw a bright white light, and what I can only assume was Tritherion brought me back to life.
Right there, and is that one of the gods?
Yes, he is the god of liberty and retribution.
Interesting. Why do you think it was him?
After doing some research, some of the things that I saw and heard him say to me when I was being brought back leads me to believe it was him. And ever since then, I have a burning passion to get rid of king's rights to draft young men into war, throwing their lives away as chess pieces, if you will.
You sure you didn't just get knocked out and have a really bad illusion?
If you saw the things I saw when I was descending, you wouldn't think so.
Fair enough. I can't really speak to your particular experience. No? I don't know. It's just a very strange story. I died and I came back. A god did it personally. Very strange.
Like I said,
not that
we all
I'm
have
doubting
our
you
stories.
necessarily.
We all have our stories.
I guess. Mine's a lot more mundane than yours, though.
I just look at him because it seems like he doesn't believe me, so I'm just gonna. Okay.
Man, you guys are a little antisocial. It's a little weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
I had a really bad trip, okay? Raiden is no fucking excuse. He's just a guy, alright?
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you there. Name's Vasir, by the way.
I had a really good trip.
What has literal fucking... She has fucking 6 charisma. Nobody can bully her for not talking much. All you fuckers.
I rolled a nat 100, and so I'm debating on character development that's gonna fuck up my entire character because I rolled a nat 100.
Oh no.
So
It's all drugs from here.
it just might be.
I feel like...
They gave away 50 gold for some stupid ass recipe.
Oh, you bought it?
Yeah, I bought the recipe because I rolled a nat 100.
Well, yeah, like, you'd be fucking hooked, my guy.
Yeah, like that. Like it was like literally the most perfect thing. So I'm trying to decide if my character's shit is gonna change in like more of like behind the scenes stuff or more like actual, like okay, like my character just goes turn full on evil.
After sort of exchanging names, Vasir goes ahead and rolls on past Ryden and over to Glub. So you took drugs too, right?
Yeah.
What are you, a cop?
That's
what I
no,
should-
but I mean, your other buddy over there really had a bad time, so I'm trying to do a little bit of investigation.
No, it's okay.
work.
He's usually like that.
Well, okay. You mean he usually takes drugs?
No, he's usually a big sour puss.
Oh,
Kind of
well,
sourpuss?
I mean, he gave me a little bit of details as to what exactly he saw, so I'm trying to do a little bit of like work to see if I can find out what might have caused it. Do you mind telling me what you saw?
I saw my family and everyone was happy. Oh, and then it wasn't real.
There, everything's gonna be okay. He sort of reaches over to pat you on the shoulder.
God, don't touch me.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Sorry, I don't really know how to console people all that well.
Look, you did your best and it was the worst.
No, if I hit you, that would have been the worst.
I feel like I would have liked that better than being just touched. Because then I can hit back.
Well, if you'd like, you can work out some aggression on me. It's kind of part of what I do.
I'm good. I just want to be sad.
Okay. If you want to be sad, then I guess that's valid too.
Yeah.
God, you guys are weird.
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly them, honestly. I'm like the only normal one out of everybody, so it's kind of weird. It's a weird dynamic.
That's
I feel
funny.
like I could really upgrade, you know, my surroundings, but it's a lot of work, you know?
I guess it kind of would be. And it's probably a little hard for a little goblin to find people that actually want to travel with them.
Exactly. It's actually not that hard. Everybody loves hanging out with me. I have so many friends.
You do?
They are children, though. And I'm 28.
Well, I wouldn't have been able to guess it from looking at you.
Ah!
You look just fine to me. Then again, most goblins don't really grow up that high, do they?
No, also, I haven't bathed in God knows how long, so...
Yeah, I can smell it. But it's
Okay.
fine. I've smelled worse.
Alright, good.
What a nice guy.
Well, I'm glad that you had a good time. I guess what you saw gives me a little bit more of an understanding of what's going on. So that does help me a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just kind of worried about your friend a little bit.
No, he's fine. He's always like that. It's completely normal for him.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not going to pry too much if you guys don't want me to, but, well, I can't help my natural curiosities.
Just, you gotta try it for yourself, okay? When he starts giving out samples and shit.
I think I'm going to go ahead and pass on that.
Glub now has the idea of drugging this man.
Jesus Christ.
All right. He's going to head back inside so he can start playing his drums.
Okay, Glub,
Jesus.
since nobody else is doing anything, Glub is gonna go back to the dwarf and ask for another sample.
All right. The dwarf sort of looks to you and goes, well, I did have a few set up already, but, well, did you just want to take another one?
Yeah.
Okay. He sort of hands you another vial.
Glub grabs it and leaves immediately.
Okay. Be careful with that. That's still the test batch, you know.
She proceeds back into the dude is playing the drums in the bar, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Glub proceeds to go back into the bar, and she fuck, what's a drink everybody likes? It's just like everybody likes beer, right?
Yeah, I guess everybody does like beer.
Okay, Glub's gonna order a beer.
I need a beer.
You are immediately given a beer by the bartender, who sort of looks down to you and goes, did you, by the way, we do have baths here. Did you want to use them?
No.
Or... Okay. Well, I only say this because the other patrons are kind of a little put off by the fact that you smell really bad.
Well, then they can smell bad with me.
I slide the bartender a gold. And then I go back to drinking my drink. I'm
She just
deducing all
kind of
this from my
sighs,
instinct, by the way.
defeated. She understands she's not going to get through to this little goblin.
All right, Glub kind of is in a position of which not many can see what she's doing behind her back with the beer, and she mixes in the sample.
Okay.
She goes and she's going to go and offer it to Mr. Drumman.
Okay.
You look a little parched.
Vizier sort of stops his drumming a little bit and looks over to Glub. Oh, that's fine. I only drink water.
Beer is literally just water.
Well, it's got a little bit of alcohol in it, doesn't it?
No.
I think you're lying to me.
No.
It'd be more of a deception roll than it would be a persuasion roll.
Shit!
Oh God.
Whoops, Daisy.
Oh,
God damn it! No, I want the one! I want the one!
Why are you telling me that beer doesn't have alcohol in it? I don't understand.
It doesn't have alcohol in it, okay?
Look, it does. Why do you want me to drink beer so much?
You know what? No, fine. I'll go give it to somebody else who actually, appreciates me.
Hey, I appreciate you. I just want to know why you want me to drink it so bad.
Because I'm trying to be nice.
All right. I guess, sure. Giving in to peer pressure here a little bit, I guess.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and drink it. He takes the beer and he downs it pretty quickly.
Glub
I
was
just need to
very
roll
excited.
something. Okay.
Glub was very excited.
He downs the rest of the beer, gives you a bit of a nod, and sort of turns and starts playing his drums again.
Okay, bye.
Glub just leaves.
After a couple minutes, he stops playing the drums, and you can see that he's just sort of like staring at nothing for a second and shaking his head. Oh, oh boy. And he just starts leaning back and sort of staring at basically nothing from what you can tell before immediately he starts twitching and looking at things, and he starts putting his hands up as if he's in a combat situation. He starts yelling incoherently at nothing. Leave me alone! Stop! As he's like sort of punching the air and sort of kicking at tables and such. He starts breathing really heavily.
Can I look over at Gil
What
and
kinda-
be like, can I be like, do we want to take care of this?
What kind of check would I need to? Would it be in athletics?
Yes.
All right, so I look back at Raiden and I gesture my head over to him, over to the drummer,
And I'll be like, yeah.
because that
Alright.
is not my forte. So, yep, there you go. I'm not athleticsing that dude.
All right. He's very distracted by what appears to be the illusions that he's experiencing, and you immediately grab and you manage to sort of wrap your arms around him and keep him from breaking more chairs and tables. And he keeps shouting for a little bit before eventually starting to calm down. And he shakes his head and starts panting a little bit. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Holy shit. Oh, okay. That was illuminating. Sort of glances back to Raiden and goes, I'm fine. You can let go now.
I'll be like, I can only imagine what just happened to you, but I have a pretty good idea because I don't see Glub anywhere.
Yeah.
Did Glove like run out of the building?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she left.
He just ran out cackling.
Yeah.
He's like, ha, 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 terrible things are about to happen. Vasir sort of looks to you, Raiden, and sort of strokes his brow a little bit, sort of wiping some sweat from himself. Well, what I saw something very interesting, actually. I saw my brother, who I had met about 2 years ago. And he was fighting a lot of demons, like a lot of demons. And they just started swarming me. And they started tearing me apart. I think I saw my intestines at one point. So that wasn't fun. But yeah, that was an extremely illuminating experience. That was like my worst fears all at once.
What do you know about demons?
Not a whole heck of a lot, but I do know that they tend to be sort of shadowy creatures that eat people. So that's, I guess, what my mind conjured up.
Let me rephrase. What is your family's relationship with demons?
Well, it's a little fuzzy. See, from what I understand, my family itself, they come from this tribe called the Great Bull. They very much value strength, and they worship a wide variety of different deities. Now, when I met my brother a couple years ago, he told me that he had left the tribe so that he could get some strength. I asked him what for, and he said to free our people from the shackles that bind them. And when I tried to get more information from him, he just said, "Don't worry about it. Just know that demons have them." So ever since then, I've just been thinking about that, and I don't know. It's very strange.
Do we want to pursue this?
Maybe you should ask your party members.
Do we
Well-
want to pursue this?
I mean, if you want to, you can go ahead.
Are you high right now, New Salsa?
What? I'm trying to figure out. It's like, is that a question for you or bro?
Everyone!
No, because I was trying to. I'm
You
trying
just
to
looked
think
like you were like staring into the void for a bit. Okay, I was worried.
No, because I was thinking on how to like meld when Jeremy gets back.
See, I'm high right now, so that's why I think you're high right now.
Wait, did you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I wish I was.
Anyway.
Inebriated D&D is the best kind of D&D.
I'm trying to think. It's not working. That damn corona. This quarantine. I need to go outside.
Okay.
Oh boy.
If nobody else has anything else they want to do, I want to keep plying my persuasive trade against the fucking bartender, but like in a more general sense. So, Lundy, if you're like
Yeah.
down with this, I'll because how many? We have like 6 more days, right? Or like 5.
Yeah, you've got a while.
Do you want me to do like 5 persuasion checks and just average them for like my overall persuasive?
Yeah, that works.
flirtiness? Okay, so we'll do 5 checks and then we'll average them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh!
Boom.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see. 13 plus
That doesn't
26.
mean you can
Oh, you
perform.
already did it?
No.
I know it doesn't mean I can perform. 13 plus 26 plus 11 plus 27 plus 28 equals 105 divided by 5 for a total of 21.
Ooh, that was
Yep.
close.
That is my mean persuasion.
That is definitely good enough to get Miss
All right.
Westcroft to be extremely interested in you.
Oh
We
my
did it.
god.
Now I don't have to. Now I just have to not fuck up the fucking
You're gonna
con
fuck it
check or whatever.
up. You're gonna
Yep.
fuck it
All right. Anyway.
Go ahead and roll me a.
Oh wait, we're doing it right now.
Well, I assume
We
that
can.
The time's going to pass. You're going to do it. So,
Oh, are we time skipping
Just
5 days? Or are we just rolling it now to get out of the way?
rolling it now to get it out of the way.
All right. We're doing a con check.
Yes.
Fuck, dude. Please, God. Not Leah. Not again, dude. Give me your energy, spirit bomb style.
I'm not giving you shit.
Shit.
Yes.
Oh no!
Yes!
So that's going to be a good time. for
All
you.
right. Hell yes. All right, we're good.
All right.
I'm that guy, dude. I'm like the bard who like fucks people.
Yeah, well,
But
I don't
instead
know
of-
why you didn't
instead of-
play a
Perfectly fine.
bard.
Yeah.
Instead of like fucking, well, I'm not fucking everybody. I'm just fucking the innkeepers. Okay, it's just the innkeepers. That's literally it. Every time we go
Hey,
to,
Lundy,
I'm
I
fucking
have
the
a-
innkeeper.
I have
Regardless
a
of
gender request for the next innkeep.
Fuck you, dude. If they're female, they're female. All right.
I can make them a tentacle monster if you want.
If
Then
they're
you have to
female,
roll
I mean,
five con checks.
I'm sure it won't matter if they're male or female.
true. I'll just change my preferences. it's fine.
Okay.
You can do
So
both. The fuck?
Exactly.
over the next several days, things are fairly calm. Just gonna go ahead and let these go by so that you guys can get your long rest in without interrupting you too much. And near the end of the week, you're still kind of waiting on Jeremy to come back when a new posting has been put up outside of the tavern indicating that there is an issue that needs to be taken care of. It's a posting that's been put up by the merchant, the dwarven merchant. Apparently, he's a little bit worried because he needs to move on to the next town, but he has noticed that the road itself appears to be inhabited by a couple of large beasts that he needs taken care of.
Let's do it.
Large beasts.
Let's do it.
Now, like beasts, like
Oh, you
like
guys inquired about
grow,
that?
or like beasts, like actual monsters.
Is he still here? Can we talk to him?
Oh yeah, he's still hanging around.
Oh,
He
okay.
can't leave. That's why he's put up the thing.
I'll shuffle over to him and say, "Hey, I saw this. What kind
yes,
of monsters?"
Well, I was planning on packing up, and I did a little bit of a scout ahead to make sure the road was clear. And well, what I saw that mile out was two pretty large things, if I had to say so. They appeared to be very furry, while also very feathery.
Furry and feathery.
Interesting.
A griffin?
I was.
Didn't
gonna
have
say-
wings, not that I could see anyway.
Oh.
Okay, so then not owlbears either.
Well, it could be. Wait.
No, don't say that. I don't want to deal with owlbears. Yeah.
I just need them moved away. I don't really, I can't really pass by them. I'm not much of a fighter myself.
Sorry, did you have you had a number of them, did you say?
Oh, it's just two. It's probably mating season.
Oh, we could catch them mid-fuck. And kill them.
It's a possibility.
I'll go ask my party and see if they're interested. Oh, what's the reward?
Well, I can't really leave unless it's taken care of, so it's pretty important to me. And considering that they are pretty massive beasts, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's pretty dangerous for you to do it. So I'll go ahead and give you. How's 100 gold sound?
Sounds great. I'll go ask.
I'll be right back. Yeah, both down with that.
Okay.
All right, what direction are we going?
Or do we want to go exterminate two creatures?
Can we get
He
it?
just said
Oh, sorry.
he just said creatures.
Yeah, they're feathery and furry. There's just two of them.
Okay, well there was just one of those giant troglodytes.
Yeah, that
So
we killed in one turn or 2 turns.
okay, not all of our foes are gonna be asleep right in.
You don't know that.
Are we just pacing around each other?
It looks like Gil's like walking around in a circle and Ryden's just following him around in the circle while they're talking.
I was thinking of that fucking one scene from Fate Zero where they're just walking around the one guy.
Nope, you missed. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Chanel.
That's his doggy's name.
Oh.
Okay, let's go. All right, we're going. Which way, dear dwarf?
It's gonna be on the road leading west out here.
West to the west. All right, let's go, travelers. It's 100 gold.
Whoa, wait!
Let's get this
Never
bread,
heard that.
gamers.
Did we ever hear back about the dudes and the fort?
We'll be
that, like,
we'll be
happen?
back
No, it's-
before Jeremy gets back.
That's in a couple days, club.
Come on.
okay.
Yeet.
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 Let me go ahead and move you guys. Boop-a-doop.
Whoa.
What the heck?
Animated.
Hog?
What a wonderful little map for you guys.
Poogers.
Oh, I was like so zoomed in. I was like, dude, this is like so confusing. And then I zoomed out a lot, and now it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, you guys are going to be coming in, and I'll go ahead and use Ryden as an example from over here. Go ahead and position yourselves in your marching order as you would like. All right. So, as you guys sort of go through the road here, go ahead and make me some perception checks.
Aw, piss.
Oh, piss.
Nah, piss.
Well,
Yep,
well,
yep. I'm aware that we're on a planet.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to use this one just because this is a funny image to me. So, boop. Boop. You see, over in the little crevice of rocks over to your west, you're able to see two massive creatures that appear to be sort of cuddled up together.
God
Those
damn
look,
it.
those look like owlbears to me.
God damn it.
Roll to see if I recognize what they are.
Knowledge nature.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, owlbears are fairly common knowledge.
God damn it, no! I fucking hate owl bears!
So you're aware that that's what they are. They tend to be a lot stronger than a regular bear. A little bit more intelligent as well. Slightly more.
Glub
Not
hates
much.
owlbears, or you hate owlbears?
I hate club. Or I hate club.
Freudian slip.
That's
Whoops.
crazy.
I hate Glub.
I hate gloves, smile.
We don't blame you.
Fuck.
I'm kidding. We all love Glub.
Poor Glub.
Well, friends, how do we want to? How do we want to go about this?
Sneak up on him.
Go about what? Just kill them.
Can we
Oh,
leave?
let's just sneak up on them. Let me just use my magic fucking sneaking fucking cloak and sneak up on them.
You
Wait, we
have
have a-
+2 to stealth key, you dipshit.
Well, first of all, you don't even know that. You're metagaming.
Oh, I
Bitch.
thought you told us.
Fuck
I
no.
just figured you told us.
Lundy told me, and I told nobody. And that's wait. Was anybody standing next to me when that happened? I don't remember.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't know that shit.
Okay, fine. You don't know about my sword.
Okay, good. I didn't say I
Fine,
did.
Good.
Fine. 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 When are you two going to fuck? That's my question.
Eventually, when I'm
Wait
done
on
fucking
it,
all
just
the,
wait
when I'm
on
done fucking every innkeeper in this.
We need
fucking-
to. That'll be like a season 8 when we're like getting threatened to get pulled off the air.
Yeah, that's
We
our,
need,
that's
like,
our
a
trump
jump the
card.
Shark. Yeah.
That's our trump card. We just fuck
Will they fuck?
all that sexual tension.
Okay.
Okay.
And Shinhan.
Oh boy.
Glub is gonna do this because I fucking hate owlbears.
Oh.
All right.
Glub wants to kill these owl bears.
Everybody's got a bonus of 10 to their stealth
All right.
checks.
Fine. Fuck. I guess I'll fucking stealth. I guess.
I don't know why you're so against stealthing,
Yeah,
but
what the fuck?
Well, metagaming. I mean, I feel like owlbear perception is like not terrible.
Oh, you
no, it's not.
can't-
But
your webcam
Yeah.
died.
Wow.
So
RNA.
what's up?
Your webcam died.
Did it?
Yeah.
Stealth too hard.
You're a green screen.
you're still adding another
Oh.
10 onto all of these rolls, so
Yeah.
That's a.
Let me leave and try to come back.
It's probably a computer restart. Oh, never mind. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know why it does this.
Interesting.
It happens every once in a while. I don't know how to fix it.
Restarting your computer fixes it.
Okay, I'm not restarting my computer, so
Yeah.
I guess I'm going no cam. So
Unfortunate.
now I can get fully naked.
Jesus Christ. I have to pee real
You
quick.
can't. You
Now I
can't
can
let
come
the
and
camera
fucking
stop
strangle you.
All right, so we all made a stealth check except for Bro.
Yeah.
yeah.
Is Bro
Oh,
just not
I'm
gonna
sorry.
try?
I don't know if bro's gonna try or not.
I would
Well,
like
I was
bro
more
to
asking
answer.
Bro.
Where is my thing? Sorry, I was having difficulties.
You are absolutely high out of your fucking mind.
No, because I was worried about his camera went away. So
Did
Uh-huh.
Mooden bring that shit home? Mooden brought that shit home, didn't he?
All
Your
Mooden
right.
brought that
eyes are
stuff
making
home.
it. Look,
I'm
your eyes
tired.
even
I'm-
say it. Your eyes are saying it.
I couldn't sleep last night. 'cause
Tell
I was
me,
thinking
dude. Tell me.
about
Look at me in the eyes and tell me.
ballots and
Mooden,
Half-Life was a scarier game than I thought. So I
Mooden brought that stank home, dude. Tell me.
I wish.
He did, dude. I can smell it on you.
I wish.
I can smell it on you through the
Like
internet.
all of our neighbors smoke though. Apparently, that's one thing I discovered.
Not surprising.
All right. So good. So that's going to be a 23, a 26, a 25, and a 26. Cool. All right. You guys are able to position yourselves at where you would like.
Like anywhere we would like.
Yeah.
Fuck. I guess we'll wait for Tabor to get back. Oh god.
I'm fine right here. Maybe right here.
You know how far that is, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 95 feet.
Can you lob spells from that far, or
90 feet. 90 feet. Yeah, it's about 90, 95 feet.
can you really lob spells 95 feet?
I can lob some-
I don't think he has any.
I know there are spells you could do from that far, I think, but like, I don't. Do you have any?
Where are you trying to metagame me, bro? Why are you worried about what's in my pocket?
Anyway, Tabor, we were told that our stealth checks basically allow us to go like where.
Yeah.
So if we want to do another troglodyte bullshit or whatever,
Oh, we can get that close?
we
Yeah.
can, but there's 2 of them, so like keep that in mind. Dude, these owlbears are jacked, dude. Are we doing it? What are we doing?
They're both definitely in a come at me, bro, just stance. Right.
They are, dude. They look
Yeah.
swole.
They're swole as fuck.
Well, you can't just roll initiative. We haven't even
Yeah,
fucking
what the fuck?
swung yet.
He rolled, so I was rolling.
Nobody
He rolled stealth. Anyway.
This!
Why are you
this!
guys high
right
as fuck?
here!
I'm high.
I'm literally not!
What are you talking
The
about?
turn order popped up. He put the owlbear on there, so I
Oh.
just threw up my fucking initiative.
They
Holy
changed it.
shit, dude.
They changed the player's handbook or whatever one time for the NFL. This guy's already gone.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Anyway, are we doing troglodyte round 2? Is that what we're doing here?
That's up to you guys. What do you want to do for your surprise round?
Oh god.
Um,
You're gonna tell us when you see us, right? You're not just
Yeah.
gonna like let
Yeah.
us, okay.
I mean, I won't tell you they see you, but I'll have them like attack you or something.
Okay, yeah. You're not just gonna like have them like kind of chill and then wait for us to get all chill and then they're gonna fucking surprise round it, beat the shit out of us.
Right.
well, you don't know. He might do that.
True.
I'm not an asshole. I'm a DM, not an asshole.
You should be an asshole.
All right, I guess I'll creep up to this one.
So I got a question.
Mhm.
So if an attack does damage, it doesn't do damage per square, right? Like let's say if it was going to do damage over like 5 squares, it
would-
doesn't do damage per square.
No, just because they're large doesn't mean they're hit multiple times.
Okay.
You have coronavirus.
Yeah.
I wish.
Okay, so all of you creep up onto the owlbears. What are you doing for your surprise rounds?
Bro, you coming?
He's not. He's so.
Bro
he's
seems
so
to be
annoying.
intentionally.
No, I'm not. I'm
Hitting is
like, yeah,
different.
like what? I'm back here on purpose. Like what?
Okay. Okay.
Like what are we
You're
gonna?
in denial.
We're killing these creatures. These
The last
dirty
time- the last
owls.
time-
Just because you're not gifted with the arts of magic doesn't mean I'm not.
I'll show you.
Are you saying that in character?
Silly
Don't.
paladin.
He's not saying that. He's not saying that.
I'll
Character.
go.
He's not saying that. Character.
No.
I said that
Okay.
shit in character, just
you're-
like that yellow.
As he's saying that, I'll say,
Okay.
I'll show you magic, and I'll
All right.
screech, She-Rock!
Oh my
All right.
God.
And then they all wake up, right?
Yeah. They're both now aware.
Okay.
But
well,
I'll still go ahead and allow your surprise round here.
we're very lucky because he should have been like. I mean, well, he could have
Yeah,
been
I
like.
should've-
They all wake up and they fucking kill you. Like
I'm being chastised by my team. That's
your
not my
fucking
fault.
bro is always screaming at us next to two sleeping owlbears. Fuck you, bro.
Well, like that, you shouldn't have been chastising, bro.
You should suck my rogue balls.
Okay.
God.
They might end up missing.
Remember that you do have advantage on them for a surprise round.
God damn it. Oh,
That's
advantage,
cute.
right.
That's cute.
Okay, cool. Huh?
Tabor, you got another attack for advantage. Jesus Christ. Okay.
You're gonna die.
So you hit that for damage, or is that for to hit?
That was to hit.
Christ.
Two, I got
Do I get,
8.
It's not. I'm not flanking it with somebody, but like it's flanked. So do I still benefit from?
I mean,
Or
yeah,
no, since there's nobody directly across from it from me.
yeah, that's true because it's not. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
just
you don't get your well, no, because it's surprise round. So yeah, you get advantage. So you do get a sneak attack for this specifically.
let me roll my fucking damage. Hold on.
Okay.
10, and then here's my initiative. There we go. Fuck, dude, we're so fucked.
Yep.
Okay. Not making the best initial rolls here. Okay, that's what you're doing. Oh wait.
How draw the
Okay.
the square.
Go ahead and draw.
Draw
What?
the square. I'm not.
Go ahead and draw the square.
So. 20. No, my bad. 20 here. Oops. Actually, like this. 20, 20, 20. So they're not in it, and only this back owlbear is a lot at this point. It's only a little bit of it.
Like that.
Yes.
Okay. Spike growth is there. A little bit of damage was done via this guy here. So that was 10 altogether on that, I think. Okay. Let me go ahead and roll the owlbears. Let me double check. Yeah, I have that. Okay.
Shit rolls for you. Shit rolls for you. Shit rolls for everyone.
Everybody gets shit rolls today.
It's all Skill's fault for rolling so high at first.
Yep.
Bro, I'm gonna fucking bang the shit out of that fucking innkeeper, okay? As long as we survive, alright? We just have to live. It'll be fine.
Ryden,
All right.
you're first.
still striking with Shirak.
You are currently flanking with Glub, so you get advantage.
Oh my god. Oh,
Dude,
God.
that sword is cursed, bro.
must
Throw that
be.
shit. Throw that shit in the trash.
Yeah, what the
That hit though. That hit though, didn't it?
Yes, the 14 hit.
Ooh.
All right. Boom, boom. So 12 more on that. As you bash your, you slash through the owlbear's leg, drawing plenty of blood. Gil?
Oh. Fuck. Glob's my fucking way.
What? Oh.
I don't get to like get my bonuses because you're in the spot.
Imagine not communicating with me about
I mean, I guess theoretically I'm going to from now on. So.
Yeah, you should if we're doing shit like this.
For. Never mind. Fuck. I guess I'll just fucking swing, I guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna say audibly, Glubs, switch with me as I'm doing this.
Are we switching?
Well, not like right now, but like on your turn. I'll swing with my
Alright.
rapier.
Can we
So
do
9
that?
more
Can
damage
we
on the
switch?
owlbear. Easy peasy.
Well, like you can like move out of your position, and then I can take your position next turn. We don't like literally swap places because obviously I would need to move.
Yeah.
Change places! Bro, your turn again.
So, did that do any damage yet, or since they haven't?
Not
moved?
yet, no, because they haven't moved.
Okay. So I, pop up. Where is it? Ooh.
All right. Flaming Sphere.
You're really out here just using all your spells first day, huh?
What? We're just doing this and going back, right?
Yeah, but
We have to long
you
rest
might
again
end
to
up
get
leaving
that.
fairly soon after that.
Bro might. Y'all might end up leaving fairly soon, bros. I can do whatever the hell you
So you're going to put that right there?
Yep.
Cool.
Wait. Does it make a designation between enemy or not?
Does it what?
Make a is it
Distinction.
everything that takes it or enemies?
Anything that is standing in the same spot as the Flaming Sphere takes damage.
All right. It says within 5 feet of the sphere. So does that mean side things?
Oh boy. Let me double check. I'm fairly certain it just means the 5-foot space that it occupies, but
Sphere, fire pit. So I know the sphere is 5 foot. An unoccupied space. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere. So I'd imagine.
must make a dexterity saving throw, and then the creature takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. This bonus action, you can move the sphere to 30 feet. Okay.
So I guess I gotta I can't put it there because of the owlbear is there. So I would have to put it here.
Let me go ahead and make it controllable by you.
Thanks.
Ba-doop-ba-doo.
Bam, right
There.
And so like,
Okay.
it should damage both of them by that same logic then, right? Because they're within
Correct.
5 feet. Right.
One of them makes their save, the other one doesn't. So it's going to be that. Cool. Owlbear's turns.
Oh god.
All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Owlbear beaks you on your toe. Gil.
Yay. Oh wait, Glub didn't. Well, wait, I guess it's not her turn yet, is
it
it?
hasn't been my
It's not her turn yet because you rolled 3.
Oh wait, it's my turn.
No, it's
No,
the
he's
owlbear's
just-
turn.
The owlbear was trying to figure out who to attack.
Oh, it's attacking me.
What's happening?
I just
Lots
heard
of things are
Gil, and
happening.
then
I just don't know what's happening right now with everybody else.
Whoops.
Oh,
Not
Jesus.
78.
I
Just a
hope
7.
not.
But I'm pretty sure those both hit. Yikes.
A little bit.
Oh well, hey,
Okay.
I'm down. Later.
Gil's down.
Oh,
guys.
wait. Oh, fuck.
This one has to move over here, and then it has to move down.
I'm glad.
Actually,
I am-
no. He's not going to attack Glub. It's going to move over here and then move down. So, yeah.
How many?
9 damage there.
Is it just twice or?
Yeah, it moved twice, so 2 rolls. So 9 2.
Well,
Boom.
can it go there because it's in the same space as my sphere?
Yeah, it's just going to take damage from the sphere. Go ahead and roll damage for the sphere.
What is damage for the sphere?
1d10, I think. Or no. 2 dice
Is it-
6.
Is give me a second.
Yeah, it's 2 dice 6.
Wow.
Okay, then.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Um.
19 damage to Raiden.
Bro, we're so fucked.
Yup.
Explain the rolls to me.
Oh, yeah. So, owlbears have 2 attacks. 1 beak, 1 claw. They have +7 to hit. So, 17 is 24.
God.
16 is 23. Beak does 1 die
19.
10 plus 5. Claw does
19.
2d8 plus 5.
19, you said.
Yes, 19 damage.
Good luck, guys.
Glub.
God fucking damn it. Okay, so I still have advantage because they're
Yes.
okay.
Gil is also down, so.
God fucking one of those hit, right?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
All right, 7 fire damage on the owlbear there.
Is this bottom one getting affected by this box?
It would be if it was moving through the box, but it's not.
Okay. So if it doesn't move, it won't get damaged by this box?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Is that your whole turn, Glub?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, God. Okay.
Raiden.
Back up, but Gil's just fucking gone.
I'm... Okay, I'm going to cast Abjure Enemy on this bottom owl bear.
Sing a holy symbol, speak a prayer of renunciation. One creature within 60 feet of you can see. That creature must make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. Owlbears have that. Okay.
Fuck.
Speed is had for 1 minute. Or until it takes damage. Okay. Well, he made a save, unfortunately.
Whoops, sorry.
In danger.
We're in big
They're in
fucking danger. That's an action, correct?
Correct.
Then I'll cast Shield of Faith.
All right.
And so I have 21 AC on me.
Okay. 21 AC for you.
And that'll fucking be my turn. Oh. No. Oh.
Okay. Um. Okay. So that puts us to Gil. Roll me a death save, Gil.
Oh, thank God.
Passed. Bro.
Your mic is muted?
No, he's not.
Oh, I
No,
said yay.
Harrison's. Yeah. I heard you from the other room, but I didn't hear you through the mic, so I was confused.
Let's see. Or like, so when does the fire roll for damage?
Whenever the enemy ends their turn within 5 feet of it.
Okay, yeah. So it's not. Ignore that rule.
We'll keep that roll for damage for the next time it does damage, though.
All right. Okay. I cast. On. Oh fuck. Never mind, I don't.
Is that ranged?
Nope, it's not.
That's a problem.
That is
You're a bit
problem.
far, huh?
And I
Would've
run,
imagined this
and
being
I'm
a
like,
problem.
"You big dumbass!" And I like yell.
You can move over there, but because
I
it takes
come
2 of your
bonus
movements,
action,
you can't
but-
cast Cure Wounds. Unless
Yeah,
you have a
yeah,
bonus action to do something.
No, that was it.
Okay. Owlbears?
Please,
Fingers
please
crossed.
No. Please no. Please no.
Okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. 12 damage to Raiden.
I'm down. I have
Glove.
9 health. Oh god, is it all ogre?
We were so young,
So
dude.
much for that one.
I blame you guys. Absolutely. 100,000,000%.
You didn't say shit. You just said you didn't like owlbears. It doesn't fucking mean anything.
I'm sure it doesn't mean anything. Fucking just beating on this dude.
Oh, if the thing ended. That's for the That's for the fire damage
Mhm.
on whatever owl bear stop, or was it both of them?
Okay. So that's well, no, we're keeping your earlier roll for that since you rolled it prematurely. So that and that. Okay. So another flame blade onto this owlbear. All right. Glove, you stick your flame blade into this owlbear, and it's already very bloodied up by everybody else attacking it for a while. So you're able to stick your flame blade straight into it, and the whole thing catches on fire and falls to the ground.
Fuck yeah.
Now do the other one.
All right, so that's going to be the end of that initiative. Okay. All right.
Oh, Whose turn?
Okay.
Oh no way. Oh.
All right.
Oh my god, he's out of nowhere from left field. It's the guy that was drugged.
So the Vasir from earlier starts rushing in, and he calls out to you guys to start backing away from the creature if you can. He's running as fast as he can. Unfortunately, he was only able to get this far for this turn. Ryan, roll me a death save. Oh, wait. No, I can't do that because he did a double move. Never mind. Go ahead, Ryan. All right, that's one failure.
Another.
Gil, roll me a death save.
Rest in peppers, dude.
Gil, you passed. Bro, what are you doing?
I'm going to use my healing touch on Raiden. Or cure wounds, my bad.
Okay. Ryan, you're back to 10 HP.
Okay.
So you're okay now.
For now.
Everything's okay. Yeah.
Why you laughing? Stop it. And then from there, can I like? Am I able to? I can't like. All right, never mind.
You can't what?
No, I was just gonna ask. Like, I still don't 100% know the rules of bonus action and everything.
The rules to what?
Bonus actions and everything.
Oh, but well, basically, if a spell says that you can do a bonus action for its cast time, then you can cast the spell for a bonus action. And outside of that, if your class tells you you can do a thing as a bonus action, then you can do that as a bonus action. That's about it for bonus actions. So is that it for you then, bro?
Yep, that's really much all I could do.
Okay. I'm gonna try something here. Okay. Well. Okay. This owlbear is gonna move over here as Vasir starts hurling invectives at it.
Wait.
Yep.
No, it's not. It's D-Force.
All right, so it moved through the spikes, took that damage, and now it's going to attack Vasir.
Oh my god.
Luckily, it's just one of them that hit, and it's the beak, which surprisingly is the weaker attack. Still.
Jesus.
Okay.
Oh my god. He's dead.
He's not, but
Might as fucking well be. Holy shit.
Glub.
Okay. Is Gil down still?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna, well, unfortunately, because I'm gonna use Goodberry, but Goodberry, I have to like get them first. So this action, I am having them appear in my hand. And then next turn, I'm going to shove them in his stupid fucking Gil face.
Aww.
And at this point, she realizes that she actually gives a shit. All right. So back to the top of the turn order. Seer just got fucking beaked really badly. Right.
Fucking owlbears.
Let's see. So he's going to do this, and then that, and then that, and then that. Okay. So that's gonna be there. So Vasir is currently hitting this owlbear with a stick as well as punching it. And he's sort of like glancing to the rest of you and hoping that you're doing better than he is right now.
I mean, one's dead.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fine. Someone will help.
Raiden, you have HP now. You glance over and you see that Vasir is currently he's struck the thing. He struck at the thing once, twice, tossed his staff in the air, did a couple kicks, caught his staff. He's in a fighting position. He's doing what he can.
Can I give if I do lay on hands, can I only do it to one person per round? Or can I do 10 for Gil and 5 for me?
You can distribute it as much as you would like to anybody you can touch.
Okay, so I can touch it. Am I that close to him? Fuck. I assume that's too far.
I see 5 feet.
It's within 5 feet, so yeah, you can touch him.
Okay, cool. So I'll give 10 to Gil and 5 to myself.
Aw.
Get up,
So
you
nice.
bitch. Get up, you big bitch. And then that's my
Alright, back
turn,
to
right?
Yes,
Okay.
you can move, but that's it. But that's the only other thing you can do.
I can move without a opportunity.
Correct, because this one's dead. So
Like, post up like here.
okay.
So,
Well,
that's my turn.
There's only two ways that you could really get there. One would be going straight there, which would mean you're
right.
taking some damage from
Right.
that.
Okay, never
the
mind.
other is
I'll
you
go
go over here and go up there, which means you're taking attack of opportunity. So
I'll get right here.
So down to here.
Yep.
Okay.
You running away?
I'm repositioning
Uh-huh.
for as far as Glub can tell.
Gil, you're awake.
Alright, I am going to go over here. Springing back into action, having come back from the brink of death. I'm really mad I had to refresh my page, so now the music stopped, and now I can't hear it anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then we'll do one of... This is with advantage, right? Because we're flanking it?
Correct.
Will that hit? Does that hit?
Definitely hits.
Alright, well, let me roll my second one just in case. Ah, fuck. Okay. Then one of these. And then one of these! For 12.
All right, 12 more. Easy peasy.
And then I'm gonna fucking... Wait, hold on. That was 15. So... We'll go back... this way.
All right, bro.
Bro is gonna move his little ball right there.
All right. That's a bonus action, so you still have a regular action and a move action.
Bro is going to scream words of encouragement at our buddy over there. Go get him, you! As I roll 2d6. Oh, wait, never mind. For the owl bears turn, not mine.
That'll take place after the owlbear is done with its turn. If it's near it, which it is not. It does not like flame. So it's going to move over here and do this. Okay. It's gonna beak Vizier again. Vizier's doing his best to hold the owlbear off and give you guys time to regroup, but he's taking a beating.
Jesus Christ.
Glub.
All right. So, but did y'all just get up and fucking? Okay, that's fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is.
What are you talking about? I hit it and then I fucking fucked off. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
like
right.
die. What do you
No,
want?
yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Okay, I'm gonna throw my infestation.
Cool.
At this fucking the other bear.
It's got a high con save, but
I want to believe. Oh!
you're good. Roll that deeps.
Hey. Hey.
4 damage, and it's going to move this way.
Oh God! Wait, I don't want that.
It only moves 5 feet, so it's fine. Anything else for you, Glub?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Vasir has 2 big beak marks. One just completely puncturing one of his, like right above his pectoral, and one just sort of like right near his stomach that that is torn out a decent chunk of it. He's having a rough time. However, he's not giving up.
What a good dude,
Boom,
even after I drugged
boom.
him.
Boom, boom. Okay.
Monks are broken.
Okay. So, after another flurry of many stick attacks and punches and kicks, the owlbear falls to the ground, not moving. And Vasir is just standing there panting, looking at all of you guys. Everybody okay?
We've been better. Let's get the
We're
hell out
good.
of here.
We're great. We're having a great time.
Bro's perfect.
That hurt really bad.
I think this one has some good berries for you. And I gesture to our goblin friend.
You may have one good berry.
He sits on the ground, and he takes one of the good berries from you and nods. Thank you.
Okay.
Back
So-
to this.
I hate all of you, just for reference.
I don't think any of the rest of us are versed in the healing arts.
I think I'll be all right in time. I just need to bandage myself a little bit. Whew. I saw you guys running off, and I looked at the posting. I asked the merchant what was going on, and well, figured you might need some help. So I ran off after you guys fast as I could, but I guess I got here a little later than I wanted to.
Yeah, we appreciate it. It seems like half of our party can't handle their weapons, so
Yeah, holy shit!
certain people here can't swing on a creature as large as an owlbear. But it's fine. We appreciate. I mean, we wouldn't have done it without your help. We appreciate it. You.
I believe you. It's just well, when I got here, 2 of you were on the ground.
Yep. Yep. Because. Yep. Yep.
Just I guess we can both use this as an example to be more careful in the future. I probably shouldn't immediately run in face first trying to help people without having an idea of what's going on, and well, owlbears are scary.
I don't know what we really did to deserve this from you, buddy, but we sure
Oh.
appreciate it.
Glove.
It's not that you did anything. It's just, I see people who might need help. I help them. It's just kind of what I do.
Glove swung on me and she killed me again. And she knocked me down.
Did that really happen, or?
No.
No, I want it to happen. She did it in
Okay,
chat,
I did it.
and then
All
she
right,
said it. So
Fuck you!
Oh no.
Stuff a good berry in his mouth.
Bringing him back to 1 HP.
Oh my god, you guys are sick fucks.
We could do this all day!
it's fine. I'll remember this.
Sorry. What did he do to deserve that?
He was being an asshole, okay? Trust me.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask a whole lot about the woman with the flaming sword. I'm gonna rest here for a little bit because that was intense.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Well,
Let's go back and get our gold. Holy shit, we
well, no, we have,
deserve
to,
it.
we have to wait for this dude.
Oh.
Nah, you're fine.
Nah, we're gonna wait.
Are you sure?
No.
No, we're waiting.
What the fuck?
Why plot my revenge against Glub for
Okay,
swinging
on
a party member?
You can plot while you walk back to town. We're gonna
wait for this dude.
No, we'll buy you a big old feast when you get back.
I think we'll wait. Okay, well, you guys go. I'll wait.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I guess the other three head off back to town while Gil just sort of like sits and waits.
Oh no, he's gonna try to fuck him.
I mean, have you seen the dude?
What's happened to Gil back in
He's
his
very animu.
What happened to Gil in his earlier life to make him like want to fuck anything that shows him any sort of like goodwill? You have more than one, right?
No, she fucking hit me for 11. I had 10 HP. She,
Yeah,
went out,
but-
she put me to 0, and then she gave me a good berry, which is 1 HP.
Oh, it is only one?
It's
Yeah,
all
but you guys don't know that, so go back to town.
Glove knows.
All right, so you three are heading back to town. In the meantime, Vasir just sort of like looks to Gil and sort of shrugs his shoulders. You don't really have to stay with me. I'll be okay in time. I just need to rest a while.
I'll do you the courtesy. Just like you did us the courtesy.
Fair enough. I can't really question good Samaritanship when I am one myself, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So he's going to go ahead and rest for a little bit. Just going to go ahead and let you stick with him. And then we're going to pull you guys back to Eckhurst whilst that is happening. Let me turn away the turn order here. This guy's not in town. And neither is Gil. Okay. All right. So you guys return back to town. Or rather, the three of you do.
I'll just head on over to the dwarven merchant and say we took care of your problem for you, although we almost lost our necks for it.
All right. The merchant sort of looks to you and just sort of shakes his head slightly. Terribly sorry to hear that. Is everybody still okay?
Barely. By the hair of our chinny chin chins, we made it out alive.
Fair enough. That drummer boy, he ran off after you. Is he all right?
Yeah, he saved our ass, basically.
Fine. He hands you a bag with 100 gold in it. Well, the road's nice and clear, I can go ahead and pack off and get going then. And I appreciate you.
No problem, buddy. Have a great trip.
In the meantime, would you like to spend that gold on maybe some healing potions?
No.
How much are they?
50 gold each.
No thanks.
Fair enough. All right. So he packs up. He starts heading off onto the road.
I take 25 gold and give 25 to Bro and give 25 to Glove.
Yeah.
And
More gold for the lot of you.
I'll hold 25 for Gil.
All right. You guys end up sort of resting up for a little bit after you get back into town. Several hours end up passing before Gil and Vasir end up returning back to town.
Do I see them walking back to town?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, I'll...
If you're keeping an eye on the road,
yeah,
anyway.
as Gil was walking in, I guess I'll like join up with him and then change direction to where he's going, and I'll toss him the bag of 25 gold, and then I look at what's Farah, what?
Basir.
Vasir. I'll toss him 5 gold for his trouble.
Vasir, you can see that he's sort of wrapped himself up in some bandages, and he takes the gold and sort of gives you a little bit of a smile. Well, at least I got a little bit of a share out of it, but you didn't really have to.
That's fine. We are relatively well off for how long we've been adventuring, so... And you quite literally saved our lives out there, so I figured it was the least I could do.
Ah, man, you don't have to make me feel like I'm some sort of, like, I don't know, doing something I shouldn't be doing. It's fine. It really is. It's anybody would do it.
And I'll grab him on both of his shoulders like this, and I'll look at him and I'll say, anyone can be a hero. And then I walk back. I walk into the bar, and I don't wait for his response.
He's just standing there scratching his head. You guys are very weird. But he ends up heading back into the bar. He apologizes to everybody that he hasn't been in for a little bit, and gets himself set up with the drums, and apologizes for the fact that it's going to be a little bit of a half-assed performance tonight as a result of the fact that he's he's still recovering a little bit from some beak wounds, but still ends up performing the best he can. And the rest of you will go ahead and rest for that night. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. When we return with the next session, Jeremy will be returning back to town to give you guys the rest of your reward, as well as to regroup and to discuss future tactics.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, let's see. You guys got a little bit of gold, did a little bit of things, discovered a little bit about yourselves, did some drugs,
Yeah.
forced another person to do a drug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's surprisingly chill about.
Yeah. I'm very surprised.
He's a fairly chill guy. Yeah. And he took out some owlbears, which
Fucking owlbears.
was a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, everything ended up going all right. Everything ended up being pretty decent. Nobody died, thankfully.
Yeah, holy
Barely.
shit.
But I admit I may have overdone it a little bit by making it 2 owlbears instead of just 1.
I mean, it makes sense. Like the big ass encounter that we had was rather dealt with quickly.
Mean, it was done with quickly, but unfortunately, it did still down 2 of you.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That is true. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it only down 1 of you because it fell on you, but but yeah, a little bit of just exploring the town a little bit and interacting with the merchant, doing some stuff with him, interacting with Seer, interacting with the innkeeper. Keeping all these names in my mind is extremely difficult. Yeah, I think we're good, and we'll go ahead and proceed with more plot next week.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, everybody would like to sign off. Feel free.
Tabor snapping. I still haven't streamed COD yet, but I might soon. I don't know if RNA plays with me during the day. RNA.
Shanners. New salsa.
And Big Lundi.
Peace out.
Everybody have yourselves a good one, all right?
Bye.
Yeah.
Stay safe and don't die.